to the library. You talked to a bunch of townsfolk, and Torin had a bad dream. And then this time, you guys met at Mule Skull Tavern in the North Ward. That's where you picked up the dung sweepers, and you guys are traveling down into the dock ward for the day there. Am I not getting any music? Weird. Oh. Anyway,
Could be because the game's paused.
Oh, maybe. Well, I unpaused it.
I hear some Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, there you go. Now it's going. So yeah, on the first day, the days are pretty long. It's windy outside, and there's various degrees of rain, depending on the day. This first day, it's just barely pittering, and there's these dung sweepers in raincoats, and it's pretty boring work as the first few hours pass. As you escort these dung sweepers. How are you guys traveling? Are you is the setup I know Krandren wanted to be in the midst of the people, it sounds like, the dung sweepers.
Yeah, kind of as like a visible bodyguard for the dung sweepers.
Okay.
Do you sound like it, Jim?
When we get there, Elder.
What's the general dung sweeper routine look like? Do they walk up and down the streets? Is it like a general area that we're guarding?
It seems like they're generally pushing in a certain area. They'll move forward, and they seem like they're kind of taking areas of the street, and then after a few hours, you guys move up, and there's a few guards as well, but they're less equipped than you guys.
These is totally on top of the houses, just jumping to and from each.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So here are the guards.
I'm just kind of
being sneaky,
lazily sitting in the lamb wagon, pretending to take a nap, old man style.
Torin's just towards the front, but whenever they start actually doing work, he just kind of leans up against the wall and just waits for them to finish.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man, it's raining.
Yeah, it's pitter pattering.
Constantly cleaning my glasses.
Yeah.
with prestidigitation. Tuesday.
I guess Krandren's keeping a hood up, but that kind of defeats the purpose of the disguise a bit. So hopefully it clears up.
It's not raining too heavily, so.
Okay.
It's the drizzle.
Yeah, it's just a drop here and there. Today.
It's a strong makeup where it's not going to.
Do you want an umbrella? Umbrellas are good.
True.
And we're still just 4 days past checking out our magical items, right? With no significant amount of time's passed.
Yeah, I believe that it's been not even a week.
Okay.
Nice. And then this is a 10-day
on the
job.
calendar. Yeah.
So.
True. So one of the days you may have to go and recheck out the item, basically.
Alright, let's get this done.
Yeah, so hours pass by, and you guys get a meal at one of the places in the dock ward along the way. Are people? I guess it sounds like everyone's just watching, or most people are watching. Some people are less attentive, but I guess if you're watching around, people can make a perception check. just generally what's happening in the dock ward.
Perception.
What time is it? How much time's passed?
Summertime.
Yeah.
Well, it's just after lunch at this point, so
Okay.
1 o'clock.
High rolls, guys. Very
Grumbo
nice.
probably hasn't actually fallen asleep yet. Maybe he has.
Okay, with that 18 and 19. Let's see. You do, as oftentimes you're traveling in the dock ward, you see some people, like a few streets down or crossing the way that look more like untoward and more potentially dangerous, but they kind of look and see that the guards are with you guys, and they don't seem to want to deal with roughing these people up. Krandren and Torin, you swear at one point you're at like different parts of the road clearly, but you swear you hear like a like splattering kind of footsteps coming from one of the like sewer openings next to you. Kind of echoing, just because you're paying so much attention, you hear this.
Let's see. Krandren will give a look over to Torin, see if he heard the same thing that he did.
Torin will look over at you and he'll look down at the sewer grate and look back up at you.
Yeah. And Krandren will point over, like, let's check it out. So, without trying to talk very much. So, is it like within the area or like way off on the side? Like, will it be weird if I step over and look at that?
It's within the area, but it's like one of those what do you call them? Like the kind of draining. It's not a manhole. It's just like you hear it from one of the draining like ditches on the side of the road. There isn't like you could pry open the manhole, but there isn't like an entrance immediately.
Okay. Krandren would like to walk over and investigate the area, and then kind of make finger motions to Torin to keep an eye out, like give me cover. So
Torin will walk over and he'll just give you like a thumbs up. And I'll just
Okay.
Wait, hold
Like-
on. I didn't type anything. Sorry.
You didn't. That was beast.
not bees.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, clown. So you could either roll a perception or investigation. They'll give you
Definitely.
different information depending.
Definitely going with investigation in this case.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, with that high investigation, you see, like it's pretty hard to see, especially with the overcast kind of lighting. But you see steps, or footprints at the bottom of the sewer. They're rapidly smoothing over in this like grime at the bottom of the sewers there. You hear the trickling of water. It's clear that someone was through here recently.
Could I tell anything on size? The creature large?
Yeah, with that investigation, you see that it is humanoid. It's like boot prints, and they're average size.
Okay. Krandren will walk over to Torin and relay this information.
do we know if they're gonna come out further down or if they're gonna come out this way?
Whispering, just Not entirely sure, but we should definitely keep an eye out. I think we're being followed.
Oh, trust me, I have an idea. Torin's gonna walk over to the sewer thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it. Torin's gonna like put his finger over his mouth to like shush you. Like shh. And he's gonna lean down and he's gonna plat his sovereign glue.
Oh,
What?
You're gluing it shut? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. I'm gluing the sewer grate shut.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Okay.
Kinda dark.
Roll
Gonna cause
a
someone problems.
sleight of hand.
I mean, is he be sneaky about it, or is he just doing it?
It seems like the guards with you, they notice you're doing something to the grate, but they can't really tell what. It's unclear, and it's not a very obvious thing like motion. And yeah, you manage to put some of the glue on it. Does it say like how much glue you've got? Or, like-
When found, a container contains 1d6 plus 1 ounces, so I'm assuming since it was
Okay.
from the library, it was full already.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
it takes 1 minute to set, so
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say it takes like a let's see. Well, how many ounces was it again?
1d6 plus 1.
7 if it's full.
Okay. Yeah, so 7 ounces. How big is the 7 ounce?
I'm assuming an ounce
that's
is
tiny.
a dose? Or
That's
Yeah.
tiny. It's like a
Uh-huh.
small cup of coffee size.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'd say
you don't need a lot of super glue to like get the job done.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You could do like half
Okay.
to be sure, or you could do a fourth to be like, no one probably will get through that very thin layer.
I'll do like a fourth.
Okay.
Just like
yeah,
a
you
quick
can-
little like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
So around the edges.
Okay.
I like the pizza.
Pop, pop. Cool. So you do that. A few more hours pass as you move a little bit more down the street. And it's getting towards the time when you are set to head off of your work. I'd say probably like 6 o'clock is when you guys are set to like shut down. So it's probably like 3 or so. And is there anything else people are doing, or just mainly watching around? And
Yeah,
Krandren's going to be a little loud and just be like, "Well, I don't see what the whole big problem was here. Why did you need us?
yeah, one of the guards.
Day
will-
like this? Come on."
Yeah, one of the guards will kind of just give a shrug towards you, and just keep staying attention.
Ah.
One of the dung sweepers will actually approach you. This halfling, pretty tall for a halfling. He'll eye you up and down as he approaches, and he's like still sweeping, but he's less attentive as he does. And he says, "What's your work here, Goncho? You bodyguards or something?"
Yeah, we were hired here by the Lord's Alliance. Make sure that you all stay safe. Apparently you've had issues.
Be thinking through. Let's see. There's actually a bit of a look of surprise. He seems kind of new to the job as he is sweeping away, and he says, "Problems? Is there some kind of kerfuffle going on, or some kind of danger?"
Well, it certainly doesn't look like it today. It's... Look, just in general, I believe the Dock Ward's a very dangerous place. So maybe just keep an eye out.
Maw's peeled, and he'll keep sweeping and like trip on some like dung as he's looking around, eyeing down
Yeah,
the
go on.
alleys. And he'll pick himself up real quickly and keep sweeping along. And one more round of perception checks. As you are basically done with your
Ooh.
nice.
baby!
Yeah, Torin.
Boys.
16.
I can see everything.
Probably
Six.
falling asleep at this point.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you're pushing more to the south. I'm using lamb as the
Oh, that's where we are.
movement of people. Cool. Torin, with that perception check, and Krandren as well. Oh wait, that was the investigation. My bad. You see like the roof across where V's was. You see towards like the dock. You swear you see something on the roof. It's hard to. You think it might have been an elf, but you don't see much else. Is like you look to one of the roofs and someone is, like you just see the movement of them leaving, like quickly, away from the
There
roof.
was definitely something on the roof.
Yeah, you're sure of it as well.
How much would it take for me to get up onto this roof? Is it like a high roof?
It's probably like 2 stories. So, yeah, it would be decently. You could like run up. You see some stairs that like go like 1 floor up, so you could take those and potentially climb. If you want to roll athletics, if you're trying to rush on one of these roofs.
Is there like an alleyway that is like close by that would give me another line of sight to where the person might have gone?
There's a chance if you want to just start running down the alley the direction you think they went.
Yeah, Torin's just gonna duck into an alley and start like looking up on the roofs as he runs down.
Okay. Roll at athletics as well to see if you can quickly like sprint and catch up to this thing. Okay.
Do the rest of us see Torin take off?
Torin doesn't say anything to you guys. He just ducks down an alley. He just starts running.
Mhm.
I'm a point
Boy,
in
where you
direction,
going?
I'm gonna use message. Hey, did you see something?
Something on the roof. I'm gonna go check it out.
All right.
Roll one more perception check, Torin, as you're quickly running in this direction.
I'll use message on Krandren and V's to let them know what Doran said.
So running down this alley, you're running. I mean, you're booking it, and you'd think that you'd catch up to this person, but what you mainly do is you hear the footsteps on these flimsy roofs. They're made of like this tin scrap metal. And all you do is you hear this thing running away quicker than you could possibly catch up. Whatever this person is, they're very quick, and you weren't able to catch up. But you hear them moving from rooftop to rooftop. And you can tell they're mainly going towards like the dock area in general, like more towards the water front.
More towards the water. Okay. Torin's just to start running straight towards the dock. It's like the quickest path that he knows how to get there, in hopes of like cutting this thing off.
Okay.
All right.
You guys, the rest of the group, you hear Torin slow down for a second, as he clearly like is listening to this thing moving. Do you guys pursue, or do you guys wait up?
Gur and Badu, we're gonna follow. I let Vist and Krandren know, and I assumed that Grumbo would indeed be asleep.
Being on the roofs already, I didn't see this figure.
With that perception check, no, but you do see. You can roll one more perception check as you're looking towards Torin. At this point, they would be whatever this thing that's escaping is getting further away.
No, the 16 doesn't do it. I don't need it. I'm distracted by my allies now. Well, Torin's very capable. I'll let him do his thing, and I'll just keep a watch on what's going on down below with the Dung Sweepers. I have a mission. See it through.
And Gur, are you like riding Badu?
Yeah,
That's what you do?
Bud is carrying me basically.
Okay, cool. Torin, roll another athletics.
Nice.
Ooh. Nice. So as you're turning one of these corners and trying to catch up to the waterfront, you turn to one of these corners and are immediately struck by there's this giant parade coming down the street. At this point, it's like sunset around, and there's this giant parade coming through. You realize that if you're slower, this parade would have slowed you down. Do you just keep running in the direction?
Yeah,
ignore
I'm just trying to get to where I think the rooftop runner was going.
Okay. Let's make it a roll a perception check.
Nice.
Dude, all inside roll.
Okay. You manage to still concentrate and ooh. I think that perception would be a disadvantage, unfortunately.
Okay.
So roll another. Just
That's
because
funny.
yeah, this unfortunately. This parade that's coming through is loud as you hear these loud drums and like giant trumpets and you can hear people yelling across at each other this festival, and even though you're running fast and you're really giving your all, you don't understand how you're like this thing is outpacing you even though you're running at this like crazy rate, and unfortunately you seem to lose track of it. You could keep running generally in the direction of the water, but you don't know like left or right or which way to turn anymore.
Torin will probably just stop at this point,
Yeah.
realizing that he doesn't know where it's at anymore. Just frustrated, he'll just like kick some mud across the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's your just for the behind the scenes, I rolled 2 20s on the athletics of this thing.
Oh,
So
dang.
this thing was moving very quickly. And as you turn back and see the parade going by, you realize that this is the Sea Maidens Fair, and it's a seasonal kind of parade that comes through. And one of the noteworthy parts of the Sea Maidens Fair is that they have these kind of automaton, kind of puppet looking things, and they are on like one of the little stages, those moving stages. You see like a float go by, and yeah, that's really what you see. And make your way back through to your group if if that's what you want.
Yeah, start trying to just make my way back towards where I assume they are still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you managed to make it back. It involves like pushing your way through this crowd that's forming. A lot of drunk people and boisterous kind of costumes and whatnot. But yeah, you make it back to the group.
So what happened?
Something was running on the roof. I thought it looked like an elf, so I was thinking it was maybe the assassin that's been down here. So I was just trying to catch him, but he was moving very quickly.
As the kids say, was he moving? Did I use it right? I don't know.
But yeah, I couldn't keep up with him. I don't know where he went. He was on the roofs. I ran into the parade, and I just lost him.
That sucks.
We'll catch him one of these days, I hope. I haven't heard too much about him anymore. It's in a couple of days, so I don't know what's going on.
I mean, maybe he's just getting better at the murdering. And he's just good at hiding the bodies now.
Maybe.
Yeah. Gotta be careful.
Cool. With that, the day winds down. You guys can head back to the manor. Is there anything people want to do in the afternoon there?
I think Bear's gonna watch the parade.
Okay, yeah. You've been around for a while, and this is kind of a seasonal parade that comes by pretty often. At one point, you had to repair some of the like puppets.
Yeah, some of the puppets, some of the floats.
Uh-huh.
Ah, good times. Good times. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Krandren will hang around with Gar too, just staying in public in the disguise.
Yeah. Have you been here for over a year? Would you have seen this before? This may be new to you.
Krandren probably hasn't seen this. No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. These weird inventions, maybe coming from the temple from earlier, but it's pretty extraordinary as it passes by. Roll a Gur and Krandren. You can roll a. Let's see, what would this be? Roll a perception check. And I'll say it's a disadvantage just because there's so much going on.
Then I'm rolling it again. Normally. I've got a 10.
Yeah.
But a solid 10.
Right in the middle, So,
yeah. So it's
Not
a
bad.
good number. Yeah.
I'll say it's hard to pick up on a lot of things. There's so much going on there. But one thing you both do pick up on is that there are guards. There are guards that aren't. They're not like city guards. They're not part of the Lord's Alliance. They don't seem like Zentarim. They don't seem like Xanathar. They're their own. Like, I guess it seems like the company that runs has its own guards. Yeah, that's what you notice, and it seems kind of weird that there's this.
They look fancier than normal guards.
It's hard to see from. You guys are. I assume you're watching from a little bit away. That's how it sounded like you guys were describing it. So, from this distance, you can tell that they don't seem that like fancy. As far as like they don't have this like shining armor or anything like that. They kind of look they're wearing like a bit more colorful kind of garb, but like they almost look like the performers, but you can tell that they're meant to be bodyguards to this place.
Sure. As I've seen the parade before, do I know if these guys are normally a part of the parade or something, or
They don't perform. They've
no? But
always
like,
been.
have they guarded the parade before, like in years
Yeah,
past?
you know it's that this isn't a new thing, but you haven't really taken too much stock in it either way. But
Okay.
yeah, so you guys watch that, and then back at the manor. Yeah, you can all mark a long rest.
Well, hang on. I wanted to do something.
Yeah, what was V's
Sure.
doing?
Um, so at the manor, who else is here at the manor in the afternoon? Is it,
I think I've
Um,
gone home if work's over.
Yeah, so
I'll be back.
yeah, anyone who wants to be there, as well as the halflings will be there. Slab will be there. You do notice
Flag.
that Ebyn is missing. He hasn't said anything. And Gur, would you have your kids go back to the shop after having
Yeah,
it shut down for a
they'd
bit?
be. Yeah, I see that this place is already doing a lot better than before. It's like, all right, you guys can just keep doing your thing at the shop. Be safe,
Uh-huh.
be good.
They'll head off.
up in the library, going over my notes, kind of scratch an itch on my arm because it's itchy. Look at the palm of my hand. Looking over notes again. And then get the idea to go back to the Yawning Portal and see who's there.
Okay, yeah. It's getting pretty late. Like the last bits of light are going. It's not. You know that the Yawning Portal is open overnight, so yeah. So you can go down there. Do you get anyone's attention as you leave, or do you try to sneak away?
Neither. I just walk out.
Yeah, you just go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say anyone who wants to can see that and go along if they want.
I'll yell out the window of the watchtower.
Yeah.
Where are you going, V's?
Out.
You going drinking?
No.
You want to?
No.
All right.
Cool.
And I go to the Yawning Portal.
Okay. Oh god, hopefully Yawning Portal isn't a long load time.
Would Gur have heard Grumbo screaming about going to go drinking?
Probably. You guys can separately go to the Yawning Portal.
Yeah. Hey, Grumbo.
Or drink at your house.
You said drinking? Grumbo.
Let's drink.
Let's drink!
You don't have to ask me twice.
Kids are home, and we can finally go out.
I like it. To the Yawning Portal?
Okay.
Yo, who else wants to come drinking?
We have a job now. We can afford binge drinking.
We literally live in a bar.
Well, we can't drink our own beer. We have to sell
Yeah.
it to the halflings for overpriced, extortionist pricing.
I'll say 2,000. I'm pretty sure they're still in the building.
Sorry.
Torin's just sitting down in the main tavern part of Troll Skull Manor at the bar, just like thinking.
I'll probably pass you on the way out.
Just like give you a wave.
And then when Grumbo and Girl are walking out, I'll use message again. So like a little kaleidoscope that I put on my mouth, and I just whisper it over to you so you hear like a voice in your head. You want to go drinking? Ooh.
Are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Ghost.
Would I know that
Don't
this?
split the party. Ooh.
I mean, this is now the second time I've done it to you today, so maybe I don't know. This is
I don't
definitely a
know the-
different.
Yeah, it's a different voice. So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
definitely
Are
a
you, like,
different voice.
are you trying to be a ghost?
I'm trying to be a ghost.
Roll a deception.
Oh,
And then
beautiful!
Roll an insight.
This will
Please,
totally work well.
please, come on.
Ah,
You know, sadly. It's a very Gur voice.
You'll just hear Torin respond, "Ha ha, very funny. I got some things here I want to take care of."
like what? You better not be punching walls anymore. We just fixed this place.
Don't worry about it.
All right,
Just don't worry about it.
all right. You want to bring me back something? Maybe some
Um,
pancakes.
What you can bring me back, whatever. I don't care. Just whatever.
You're gonna regret those words. All right, let's
It's
go.
fine.
All right.
Krandren, do you see him leaving eventually? Do you headlong or?
If I haven't taken off the disguise yet, I would like to maybe
Yeah.
keep the character out there, play the character Checkmate a little bit more, and yeah. So I'll be in the background, just kind of pretending. I'll pretend to be an NPC for a little while. How about that?
Cool. Like at the manor or
Following the group.
Following.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
be with the group, just
follow?
being an NPC.
Okay. Cool. So you guys head to the Yawning Portal. V's, you get there earlier than most.
Okay.
We have a specific token for
Over
checkmate.
here. Yeah, we have.
If you didn't,
No,
yeah,
Oh, is
yeah,
that
it looked
him?
different, actually, it looked pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty good art. It looks almost like Krandren. It's pretty like
Yeah,
you
right?
see
I
Krandren
lucked out.
Yeah,
Finding
exactly. Cool. So V's, you get there earlier than everyone else.
Alright.
You left and went straight there.
The outfit
Is there anything you want to do it immediately as you get in? You do realize they're following you as well at some point.
Goods. The outfit is a black poncho, and I've got like a little kind of like cloth cap, and sort of like banded pants. So I walk in, kind of at the water that's dropping down, and look around. Who's here? Is there anyone I recognize? I'm looking for Dabble. I'm looking for Floon. I'm looking for Rainier.
You do see right on time. It seems like Rainier, Floon, and Volo are always at the bar. Seemingly. Durnan is there, the shopkeep who was there originally. You see Gillester, which Krandren has interacted with. You haven't really interacted with them before, though. And you see Davil you don't see Yagra there, but
Okay.
you also see what's his name again? Shem, the group from the
Hey, those guys.
field ward.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to Durnan and greet him and order. Durnan, what do you have to eat? I'm a little starving. Been working out in the rain.
Let's see, what does he have to eat? We got some special order raptor. It's expensive though.
Raptor. That's not from around here, is it? How much?
Comes from far south. 2 gold for a good chunk.
I'll take a. Yeah. I'll take a chunk. I'll try anything from Corsair. Okay. Can I have a? Do you have juice?
We got some.
Juice. Whatever juice is fine. Send it to Volo's table. I'm gonna go over there.
Okie doke. Roll an insight check.
One insight check. Do. I'm not good at this. 15.
As you're asking, as you're ordering this stuff, you see Durnan looks back towards down the bar, and he scans the place, and then you can see him looking over at the waitress, Bonnie, over here, and she's in a conversation. So he sees that and realizes that he needs to get the order himself. He kind of mutters a little bit to himself, but he will head towards the back and get that stuff.
And then I'll motion to ask him something else, and then realize that he's gone, and I'll get him on his way back then. Hello, Scrubs. Walk up
Volo
to,
will
walk up to everyone.
Yeah, Volo will immediately. He's in the middle of telling some story, and he says, "Well, the book sales are going pretty well, but and sees V's, and he's clearly pretty drunk, and he will attempt to give you a giant hug. What do you do? Roll initiative.
I shove him. I shove him away in his chest.
Yeah.
Don't
He
touch
will.
me, guys.
He will say, "I didn't mean it. Don't mind. You saved my friend."
Yeah, I've been reading your books, Volo. Thank you for providing those to me. They've been very informative and I must say interesting to read.
Well, thank you. I pride myself in my writing.
Fluent, Rainier, hello. Is this seat taken? May I sit?
Oh, please. Yeah, and he will motion, and Rainier will be drinking something very fancy. And Floon, you see a bunch of empty mugs on the front there. He seems very intoxicated, Floon. Rainier less so.
Pardon my intrusion. I was sitting at the manor that Volo gave us, and I just got restless and had to get out. I'm happy to see that you're here, though.
Yeah, Rainier will say, I don't remember you being the type to drink.
I don't. I've got some juice on the way, and I'll give him a smile.
Yeah, he'll be thinking to himself.
And juice is
Yeah.
much tastier than most swill that I've ever had the displeasure of tasting.
Yeah. With that, Floon will wake up slightly as he's in the midst of being extremely drunk, and he said, "I don't agree with that."
It's a me thing, don't worry, it's alright. Floon, you don't seem like you're the type to. You don't seem like you're in conversational mode. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions about that one day that we found you and rescued you?
This is to Floon.
To Floon, yes.
Is this to Floon or
Yeah, to
to
Floon.
any of them? Okay, yeah. Floon will say, yeah, whatever. Just maybe he'll look over at Rainier, and Rainier will give a motion like I'm not paying for anymore. And Floon will look over to you and be like, if you buy me a drink, one more ale.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Fine then. You got questions?
Yeah, you were. You were obviously absconded with. Do you know why?
Well, me and Rainier talked. I guess it's because we look alike. Rainier over here, a pretty important person, so I'd assume maybe they wanted me for money or something like that.
Pardon me, do you recall any of the questions that they asked you?
Well, I don't really like thinking back on it, but
I know it must be a terrible memory, but I think if you do manage to recall, it would help put this whole issue to bed.
let's see how well he can remember.
And I'm eyeballing Rainier out of the corner of my glasses as Floon talks, checking him to see if he makes any reactions or something, or has recognition.
They kept on asking me about. Well, they asked me about my father. They asked me about some stone of Galar, some kind of magic stone. I don't know what they were talking about. That half-orc, I have no idea.
Oh, we got him good. Don't worry about that half-orc anymore.
Yeah.
Well, supposing that they indeed got the wrong person, Rainier, do you mind expanding on these details? What's a stone of Galar? Why would they be after your father?
Yeah, he looks at Floon and kind of gives him a pat on the shoulder, being like, "You're gonna be all right." And let's see, double check what he knows here. Exactly.
Is Galar Galor?
No, he said it wrong.
Oh,
because
thanks.
he is very drunk and doesn't know.
Do I know that?
You do remember when you saved Rainier originally. He said it galore, and he's going to correct Floon. I just want to double check what it says about this. Yeah, he'll correct them and say, well, those Kinku asked me the same questions, or rather the Zentarum in their black armor. I didn't interact with the Kinku especially, but they asked me the same questions about some kind of stone, the stone of Galore.
Right in my notes.
Spelled like this.
Galore.
They also asked me about my father as well, the Open Lord of Waterdeep, Degult Neverember, or previous Open Lord.
I see. Do you have a guess on why they would take you away?
This is to Rainier now?
Yes, I've shifted my focus away.
Yeah. He'll say, well, it seems like they kept on questioning me about some kind of cache of dragons hidden somewhere within the city. I know nothing of such a thing, but I'm guessing that this artifact has some importance towards that money.
The Stone of Glory. Cache of dragons. That sounds like a sizable sum.
Yes, I don't know my father to have done anything like that or has any such money. We're actually running low on our funds. Ever since he went to Neverwinter.
Can I borrow the Stone of Galore?
I don't have it, and I wouldn't know where to find it.
When I asked that question, did his eye twitch or anything? I'm looking at his face for like tells or something to see if I like caught him.
No, he seems.
Okay.
He seems confused that you'd ask
Darn.
the question.
Do you know where to find it? Well, I suppose you would because they were asking for it. Yes.
Well, I mean, that's the thing of it is, I don't know where it was or what it is, for that matter. I've never heard of such a artifact in my life.
I see.
I just know that they were very insistent to the point of capturing me and my friend here. And I find it astounding that both of these gangs asked similar questions. They both know of this stone, whatever it does. They both know of some rumor of a bunch of money being hidden away.
They only asked the two questions. They had you the whole night and just tell us about your father and tell us about the stone. Is there anything else that you can recall, my friend?
They asked about some gnome. I don't know anything about such a thing.
A jittery one, perhaps.
They didn't exactly describe it. Believe.
Now hold on, Rainier. That's not polite.
They...
You can't call gnomes it. They are people.
Let's see. Look over here quick. I believe that they asked for some name of the gnome.
I'm ready to write it.
Delicar? I'm sorry, I don't especially remember. Something of the sort. Delicar or some gnome. They said that my father hired this gnome, but not sure for what.
Okay. Are you able to?
Floon will pipe up. Floon will pipe up as well and say, They didn't ask me about that. A gnome, like one of those that you guys travel with. No motion to fees. I don't believe so. November will say.
Are you able to confirm or deny that your father did this?
That my father
hired the gnome.
Well, I don't believe I know. There wasn't. My father has interacted with many people. I wouldn't know what kind of action he's been taking recently. He's made deals with all types of people.
Pardon me. He must be busy, being the previous Open Lord. Is he available for conversation? I feel like if they did this to you, then he may be in danger, and I suppose I would like to get bearings because part of my existence is to keep people out of danger.
Well, he is in Neverwinter at the moment.
That's a long way away. Alright.
I could send a message, but I'm not sure what I'd tell him. I haven't spoken to him in a while now. He's been cloistered away, keeping to his own.
I see. I'm gonna look at Floon. I'm gonna look at Rainier. Look at Volo. And then back at the two redheads. Does anyone else look like you?
Well, Waterdeep's a pretty large city. I wouldn't be surprised, but
Is Floon a common name?
Floon is a very common name, unfortunately, in Waterdeep. Why, you making fun of my name?
No,
No.
I just have not heard it before. You see, I'm from a while away, and I have not heard that name before.
Yeah, he'll like overturn his ale tankard and try to get the last drops out, and then like look down, and he'll say it's well, I'm named after my father, so it's a pretty important name.
All right, so you're Floon the Second.
Yeah, I guess I am. He'll look over at Rainier, being like, I guess I'm basically a prince as well.
High title, that one. Volo, you're a traveled sort. Do you know anything about that? Don't look now, but do you know anything about that Davil fellow across at the other table? Don't look at him, please. Don't look.
Oh, yeah, he will. He won't look. He'll he'll have like a little shiver. And he says, "This is the first time Volo has ever whispered anything," and he'll be like, "Personally, I don't like that devil too much. I heard he was a adventurer at one time. I liked him a lot more back then, but now he is moved into a Waterdeep, and well, I'm not exactly sure of what he does, but all I know is to keep to myself and not talk to him too much."
Do you know of his strengths or anything? Can he cast powerful magic, or is he quick with the blade?
He'll take a second to be like, do I want to spread rumors about this person? But then he has another smile across his face, and he says, well, he was very powerful in years past. Back when he was an adventurer, he used to raid lich lairs. Anyone who can do that is quite powerful.
Powerful and... forgive me for repeating the question. Powerful in the arcane sort, or powerful with the hand-to-hand combat?
Well, don't tell anyone that you heard of this from me, but the Star Song, that is not really his last name. It is a title. Supposedly he can, well, cast spells which use the heavens above as its source. Well, that was the rumors, at least.
That is something to behold. Definitely wouldn't want to be on the end of that, the receiving end of that. Well.
Yeah. You can see like a bead of sweat pour down his face as he's like very nervous talking about this Davil, clearly.
Well, I can see that it makes you frightful talking about this, so no more for me. Chiste. And I'll clean up his sweat.
Adam dry.
And
As this happens, the two gnomes come bursting into the door.
Has my food arrived?
Yeah, and about this time Davil will come up and plate this big chunk of raptor.
Davil?
Oh, not
Davil's
Davil,
my waiter?
Durnan. Yeah, Durnan. My bad. Yeah, and he'll plate you up with that, and the juice as well. And Floon will clear his throat kind of loudly and like give you the eyes, and then look at Durnan.
What, do you want some?
You said an ale.
Apologies. Yes, Durnan, I have befriended these fellows. I would like to purchase 1 ale for the flume, please. Sure, give them a round. Whatever they want.
Yeah, so 5 silver or so. Durnan will pick up, and he will go back and get that. And he'll also after that be at the front of the bar. So
Okay.
you guys get a round of our Rainier, Volo, and Floon.
Heck yeah.
Get around.
I knew it. We missed something. I knew it. All right, I'm done. I'm eating.
Cool. And the gnomes come into the bar as well.
I'm just there to drink.
Okay.
I think they got
yeah, you-
tacos.
Ooh. Are tacos and nachos common foods here in Waterdeep?
I mean, we got nachos in the fight.
Right, so I'm just wondering if it's like an underground specialty or if we can get it here as well. If not, I would like to try to explain nachos to the barkeep.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use magical tinkering
They
on like
probably
a small
have-
piece of metal,
Yeah, they
and I'm gonna
probably
show
have
him what
nachos,
tacos
but-
look like.
Yeah. Tacos, probably not so much.
I'll settle for nachos.
2 nachos, 4 beers, please.
Mm.
Do you
8
want
beers.
anything, Gur?
8 beers.
4 nachos, 8 beers, please.
Vernon will grumble. You'll roll another. Both of you roll an insight check.
Insight.
Shazam.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Vernon will
Not
once
so
again
nice.
look over at the table with the barmaid, and he will take the money, which is, let me see how much that would go for.
You can buy the beers. I'll buy the nachos.
Fair. I think. I have no idea.
Okay, 2 comfortable meals. So 1 gold for the nachos, and
For 4
See.
nachos?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
and then see here, ale.
8
Um,
ales?
yeah. So 4 copper pieces of the ale. So.
Oh, what?
Let's make
Dang
it
it.
16.
Yeah. Okay. 16
All right.
copper.
16 ales?
Oh, 16 ales. Okay. So 4 times 16. That would be
64.
48. Oh, oops, I did 3. Yeah. 64. Copper. So 6 silver, 4 copper, or whatever. Yeah.
Round it up to 7 silver and tip the barkeep.
Nice. Yeah. He will
How-
go back and make that.
How fast can I drink 8 ales?
Roll a. Let's see. Roll a strength athletics. Because this is
Athletics.
mainly based on lifting these large.
Not very strong.
Mugs. Pretty quickly. Yeah, you can slurp this down pretty quick. 8 ales.
Yeah.
I'd say it depends on how quickly you want to go at some point. Are
I'd
you
like
trying to get the
finish
world
them
record?
before- I just want to have my beers out of the way before the nachos get here. 2 orders of nachos is a lot to eat.
Okay. Yeah, you can I'd say you can definitely do that. I'd say maybe like 15 minutes. I'd say it sounds about right.
All right.
Without like completely throwing up everywhere.
I would just like to drink them as fast as I can before
Sure.
the nachos get here.
Yeah.
Yes, drink before you eat. That's usually the
Yeah.
order to go.
Exactly.
Always the key.
Yeah.
You gotta weigh down the liquid with the food.
Yeah.
Saving money.
You keep
Floating.
it down. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you guys can drink and eat and whatnot. And if there's anything else you want to do in the meantime while this happens.
That is all I would like to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything, Krandren? Is there anything you're doing? Do you also join in on drinking
mostly
and eating, or just observing?
Mingling, having a drink at the bar, not interacting with the party.
Yeah.
Trying to
Okay.
keep a disguise going. If they see me hanging out with the same people, then yeah, that could be a problem. So, yeah, just hanging out on the side, having a beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a deception check. This will be DC 10.
Okay.
Got this.
Deception. Please be good.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
So throughout the night, you're getting the feeling of your disguise more, and I will say that the next deception check you make, you can make it an advantage now that you have a better sense of your role with the
Okay.
disguise. Cool. Is there anything else people want to do at the bar here?
Eat my nachos.
I mean, I guess I'll just sort of look around, see if I see anything weird.
Roll a perception check.
A lot of perceptions. 13.
Let's see. What would you see? I mean, first you see V's chomping on some raptor, and the Floon and Rainier and Volo laughing about something. Davil, you'll see across the room. You'll basically see everyone here. And you'll see that you'll see the waitress that you saw earlier, and she seems to be. Roll an insight check. With
Alright.
this conversation over here. Yeah, the waitress Bonnie, you remember her name was.
Yeah.
She just seems kind of antsy talking to this person. She's kind of tapping the table here, and they are having some kind of hushed conversation, and it seems like they're kind of at an impasse, and there's like a minute or two before Bonnie will get up. So yeah, you see her.
When she's getting up and leaving, I'm a kaleidoscope message her again. A message. Hey, is everything okay over there? You look kind of weird.
And this is at Bonnie.
Yeah. I'll do it
Um,
again. By the way, I'm the gnome at the bar. Just in case you don't recognize my voice.
Yeah. She'll be just making her way this way, and she'll just say, I'm all right. Don't worry about me." And we'll head back to the. She like kind of. You can see her like speeding up her pace as she goes to the back room.
Hey, Mr. Barman. Is everything all right with her? Seems to something weird happened.
She usually doesn't talk to nobody.
Who's the guy?
Oh, That's Meloon War Dragon. Works for the Grey Hand. Been acting kind of strange lately, in my opinion, but
Strange
well,
how?
well, usually he's a bit more boisterous and whatnot, but it seems like he's been spending a lot of days here, just making kind of small talk and quiet conversations with people.
Do you think it's actually him? Like maybe it's some kind of magic? Someone disguised as him?
It's
What do you think,
definitely
Grumbo?
possible.
I'm just like shoving nachos into my mouth.
That's a good point, Grumbo.
Can I roll to see if Krandren overhears a little bit of this conversation? So,
Sure. Roll a let's see. So you can roll a perception check, or you could sneak closer potentially to roll that at. The perception will be. Let me see how I want to do this. If you sneak closer, you'll be able to get advantage on it. So it's up to you whether you want to risk sneaking up to them.
I will sneak closer. Yep.
Okay.
So, stealth roll. Okay, 16.
Nice. Let me
Go
check
over here-ish.
passive perception.
That table. Something.
Yeah, it was this table over here, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, you managed to sneak closer. You can roll a perception at advantage to see if you can overhear anything.
Don't want to be near Jalister.
Yeah.
Okay. So, perception with advantage.
Nice.
Okay. You overhear Meloon in his gruff voice. He's mainly doing the talking. And you hear the job. And then you don't catch a portion. You hear you and your friends. Let's see, what else would you hear? Let's see. You hear, I know your disguise. And I know what you're good at.
Oh.
And this is, last thing you hear is Xanathar.
The way that he's talking, since Krandren has interacted with Meloon before, does he sound like himself? Or
He sounds similar to how you've known him to be.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like he's been different since you've met him.
I'm wondering if I should risk it. Helmet telepathy?
Oh,
Tech
Lord.
bots. It's
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if I should do it. You know what? Holding off. I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to
okay.
walk back.
I'll say you do get one more part of their conversation. Xanathar.
Okay.
And then previously, another part would be the sewers.
Right. Cool. And this was what he was saying to Bonnie. The
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after he says Xanathar, and then Bonnie will she gives this roll an insight check on Bonnie as she's getting up and leaving.
Okay. 14.
Pretty good. There's a look of worry. It looks like she's resigned herself to whatever this is. And as she's walking, it seems like she is surprised by something when she's walking away, and then hurries off to the back room.
Okay. Yeah, if she was still around, I would have used. I'm thinking of using the helmet telepathy on her instead. But if she's in the back room, then I'll hold off another time.
You get a second where she's moving here.
Okay. Yeah. Screw it. Detect thoughts. It's a
Okay.
Yeah.
spell.
And,
DC 13.
Let's go.
Wisdom, I think.
Let's go.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm prying deep. So
they don't know that this happened, right?
no, they don't. Or hold on. As long as you mean. Wait. I have to read over Detect Thoughts actually.
Yeah. I'm just not sure if they know afterwards, you know.
If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, or something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind. And unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. It's a risky maneuver, but
She gonna know.
So they will definitely know. So yeah, it's up to you. You'd know that as well. Do you still do it?
I am not currently disguised as myself, so I am going for it, yes.
Okay. So the detect thoughts pertains to the thing that just happened, right? Or like it's her current it's her current thoughts, right?
Insight into its reasonings, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
Interesting.
Okay. Reasoning. Okay, so the reasoning would be she realized that she needs to do this in order to help her family stay alive in the city. You get a vision of her, and it's like the image you get is a like ramshackle kind of shack in the dock ward, and her returning home. And you see, as she opens the door, the light illuminates doppelgangers. You know that these are the creatures known as doppelgangers. You see, let's see, I think, let me double check how many there are.
Goodness.
Billion.
Yeah, you see three others as they look in their direction. And like one of them has like an injury on them. They look like beat up. And okay, so that's reasoning. Emotional state, there's this sense of worry. Then as she's walking, and as Gur talks to her, the emotional state is a sense of even more worry now that she's been seen, like interacting, and now she's thinking that she took too much time talking to this person. Something that looms large in their mind. They are worried about the coming days, and what they need to do in the sewers in order to get rid of these people. And the conversation with Gur triggers this anxiety of the people that she's trying to get rid of immediately seeing her in the tavern. So she panics as she's walking, and she tries to make it as calm as possible. Like, she tries to make it outward looking of being as calm as possible, when inside she's just absolutely panicking. And she considers whether she should tell Melun about how she's been seen, and then she worries about how she might not get the money anymore. And the door closes as she realizes that Detective was cast on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that's what you see. What did you want to do? Is there something you wanted to do as she's passing by and moving into the door, and you're getting all this?
How feelings? Ready?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Is your mic muted? Maybe?
What? What's going on?
Krandren?
No, it's Krandren.
Oh gosh. I said Krandren, I thought you said Brandy, and I was like, oh!
Randy, what's the answer to the question? Oh.
What's the answer?
You say something?
Am I okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you're back.
You're back.
Was there something you wanted to do as she's passing by? And
Yeah, my computer was acting up, so
okay.
so I'm on my phone right now. But
It's all good.
if I had the chance, then I would have tried to get her attention and try to get off the suggestion spell. The other part of the helmet telepathy.
Okay. And that's the same DC.
It should be.
Yeah. DC 15?
It's
No, DC 13, sorry. Same DC.
Yeah.
Same DC.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
same DC.
basically try to get her attention and tell her that, like, I suggest that you meet me outside in the alley, basically. And
Okay.
wait for me to come to meet you, basically,
Okay.
like that.
Um.
And I can't even see what the results of the roll are going to be, because...
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to like, over the sounds of everyone at the tavern, you have to walk closer to her. You can't just like say it from your. You can yell it,
yeah.
but
Fortunately, yeah,
would
okay.
you wanna?
Hmm.
Would you want to
Um,
approach her a little bit? She's not. You definitely could do that.
Yeah,
Okay. Let's see. Wisdom saving throw.
11.
She failed.
Yeah.
So you said meet up in the back, basically. Meet up in the alley.
Yeah, like wait for me to. Yeah, go out in the alley. I suggest you go out in the alley and wait for me to get there.
Okay.
And then
yeah.
I can concentrate on that for up to 8 hours. So
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Is your computer back, or should we cut away to other people, or do you want to just?
you can cut to other people for a bit.
Okay. Torin, is there anything you wanted to do at the at the manor, you said you had to stay for something. If there's anything there.
Yeah, did you get my message that I sent you
Yeah.
privately?
Sorry, I didn't
Oh, it's all
read
right.
it yet.
By the way, is Torin just sort of at the bar of the Skull Manor?
The skull face.
Sorry,
We mess it up every time.
Castle
I will
Skull.
never get it right.
Okay.
But is he just at the
I see what
bar?
you're saying.
Because if he is, Badu's gonna be like right up on him the entire time.
Okay. At the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I read your message, Torin. Do you want that to be an on-screen thing that we follow that, or do you want it to be?
Yeah, we could.
Okay. Badu is there. Do you try to sneak away from Badu? You
I don't really
see that it's.
I don't try to sneak away. I kind of just go to the front door and watch him as he follows me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Go to the front door.
I'm just gonna like put my hand on him and be like, "Stay here. Don't follow me." I'm gonna hope that means yes, and I'm gonna turn around and start walking.
He's gonna continue to follow you.
No. Okay. Cool.
I think he gets the message that you want him to leave you alone. So he like waits until you're like 60 feet away, and then he starts following you again.
Okay.
God, this robot.
Cool. Well, you make your way to the Field of Triumph. What you see is that this seems to be a there seems to be a match going, and there are crowds formed around, as it's getting pretty late, and usually this is when people are off of work and they can go and see the fights. Yeah, you could potentially buy a seat to one of the to whatever fight is going on at the moment.
Yeah. Torin he'll buy a seat.
Okay. Yeah, you
He's
can just mark
definitely
off.
he's trying to make sure that people don't really see him. So he's being like real just not himself, trying to get through here.
Roll a deception check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Good.
No one stops you or anything along the way. And you can like get a seat towards the back and watch us fight. You'll I guess Badu gets stopped by the crowd.
Yeah.
Does he keep? Okay.
I mean,
He just waits outside.
do robots get stopped by the ticket booth or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like you don't have a soul, therefore you don't need a ticket. Go right on through. No.
Then he just waits outside.
Yeah. Wait in the dripping rain. Yeah, I know. Sad. So yeah, you get a seat. There's a like starting fight that leads up to like the main event. And the starting fight is between a elf sailor looking person and a half orc. You don't recognize either of them. The elf uses and then it's not like to the death or anything. It's just when they get like knocked out. And you will see that the main event is a owl folk that is not your usual owl folk. This is the other one you saw a few days ago. And they are fighting. This is like a what would you call it? A kind of what would be the word for it? Kind of a entertaining, offbeat kind of fight rather than like a normal event where they are fighting a beast. They are like set to survive against a bunch of these alligators, which emerge from the sides of the arena. And this Owlfolk is using this crescent blade to fend off these alligators, and they like manage to get some like bites in. It's clear that they're not as skilled as the other Owlfolk, you know, but they do manage to survive in the end, and that is what you see. Everyone's cheering as they manage to survive the onslaught of these beasts.
Who am I sitting next to?
Well, you are at the very back of everyone, so
Okay.
unless you would want to sit next to people, there are people in front of you. The big crowd in front of you.
I guess I'll just like lean forward to whoever's in front of me.
Yeah,
I'll like tap them on the shoulder and try to get their attention.
yeah. You see this big human thug looking guy, and he'll be clapping away as he gets tapped on the shoulder and will sluggishly look in your direction. What's the problem?
Yeah, do you know about the other Owlfolk person that fights here? Or if they're fighting tonight?
Oh, you talking about the champion?
Yeah.
I don't believe they're fighting tonight. That would be the main event.
Okay. Just wondering. Just wanted to know.
He will roll a deception check and then roll an insight check.
Oh shit.
Deception. Okay.
Okay. You're wise, right?
They don't seem to pay too much mind to the question as they turn around and keep cheering and are like nudging one of their buddies. They don't seem to have paid too much attention to you. Luckily.
All right.
And yeah, you can sneak back out of the arena if that's what you'd want to do.
Yeah.
Now that the fight's over, nothing much more to see. Cool. As you're leaving, you see pasted up in front of the gates that like the crowd is siphoning out. You will see a poster which is looking for new blood on the arena floor and is looking for new talent, and they they basically have a open time where it's like in the schedule there's like, hey, these are the tryouts basically to climb the ladder. So
all right.
Yeah.
Torin will take one.
Mhm.
Like very quickly. He'll try not to make eye contact with anybody, and he'll take one.
Yeah, and it would be about like 8 p.m. when that like open slot is for people trying out. You also put together that fight just based on like looking at the schedules there. that fight between the sailor and the half orc was one of those tryout fights as well.
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, you can get that and head back. Badu follows you back to the alley.
You'll just start walking next to you, like just outright.
Just
They look at you.
what's up with this? Like, what's wrong? Like, why do you want to hang around me? Like, what's the deal?
He'll point at the poster.
What? What about the poster? Fight? Or like huff and puff, and he'll lean in real close to the robot and is like, "Don't you dare tell anyone where we were at tonight."
He's nodding in approval.
All right, good.
Deception check. No. Cool. If there's nothing else, you can head back. You'd probably get back before anyone else.
Yeah.
Based on what people are doing in the inn. Cool. If people want to take 5 minutes, I'm gonna get some water and stuff. I am out of hydration, but we will pick up back at the inn.
Torin's last name.
What about my last name?
What is it?
Grakul.
How do you spell that?
Grekul.
Grekul.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm scared of what this is going to mean.
Yeah, this is good shit. Don't worry about it. What's Krandren's last name?
What the?
No last name.
Okay, no
The
worries.
Burned.
You don't need
Subtitle of title of the burned. It's a. Are you drawing right now? Are you drawing?
I'm not drawing.
I'm scared of where this is going to go compared to what we've seen the other times.
And what's Krandren's secret identity?
The alias is Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Such a
That's what
badass alias.
Zelfar
dude.
Yeah.
Umaran. The Zelfar Umaran, the elf name, aka Checkmate.
Thank you. I'm grabbing my beer. I'll be right back too.
By the way, are you just gonna talk to Bonnie in the alley by yourself, or are you gonna contact us?
We could all jump her in the alley.
Krandren will do
You
his
say
best
jumper
to-
kind of scares me.
Krandren will do his best to make a little scene of leaving, just kind of pretending to stumble out drunk. It's kind of my plan.
I mean, we're
I mean, but if you're too accurate, I'll just think that you're drunk, and I'll just let you go home.
I mean, we're the number of commoners we have harassed in this this adventure is pretty good.
This one doesn't
Yeah.
seem like much of a commoner, really. It's a,
Is he implying that this is like a what's it called? A changeling?
that's a doppelganger. That's a
Yeah. Like a full-on doppelganger just hanging out. A terrible waitress.
none of-
She didn't even bring me
no
the
one else
nachos.
knows this. Yeah, no one else knows this but Krandren right now. So, he's got to jump on it. It's a,
Jump on it.
I wonder how weird a group of changelings would act. Just like in the town, just walking around.
I mean,
Casual.
they probably blend in pretty well.
I
Yeah,
think that'd be a hilarious dynamic.
they'd just be casual.
Yeah.
I kind of want. I kind of wish Torin was here for this, just so Torin can interact with a doppelganger and talk to one, knowing Randy that you previously skinned one. So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a story for Melik. That's for when Melik rolls into Waterdeep and finds just a changeling walking around.
This one has a
Nice.
family, okay? Like,
This one's got a family, but Melik's literally wearing the skin of one that has been
Yeah.
fashioned into a very nice coat.
So
But
it's pretty.
is he a changed man now that he's following like the peace religion, peace walker stuff?
I guess we'll find out whenever they inevitably roll into town.
So, like, do you think Melik has changed his subclass at all then, or like, what do you envision for Melik at this point?
What are you?
Are you a fiend pack still, or like what?
I've like messed with it around, like kicking it around in my head. I was thinking about switching him over to an Archfey.
Okay.
Like an Archfey Warlock. But
Okay.
then also having like a subclass in Bard.
Oh.
So he's
Interesting.
even like kind of changing him so he's less more about violence and more about just absolutely scaring people into doing the right thing.
Hey, look at that.
Scared straight. I love it.
Yeah, like beyond scared straight.
Super lit.
Like I've definitely thought about it. He kicks around in the back of my head all the time. I'm like, fuck, dude, I hope he doesn't come in yet because I still don't exactly know what I want him to do. But yeah, he's definitely not the evil maniac anymore, more than likely. Unless he has to be, then he will.
He's not a child kicker anymore.
I never kicked a child. I broke a child's toy.
Threatens life. Yeah.
That's true, I did threaten his life, but I broke his toy. Yeah. Just imagine a Zola, but like, just way more intimidating with words.
The bad cop. I get
Yeah,
it.
he's a
Azola's
bad
like the good cop that rolls in, and then Melik's like, alright, we're gonna do it this way because there is no other way.
You're
Yeah.
gonna fucking die like this.
I'm going to
Yeah.
haunt your nightmares. Whenever you close your eyes, you're going to see this face. But who knows? I might even change my mind even further and make Melik into a completely, like, still a warlock, but like a different subclass or something.
Celestial's right there.
Maybe
I
a
don't really see
rogue.
Melik as a healer though. That's the thing. Yeah.
Heals himself.
Well, I would imagine like he doesn't heal people like the normal way of like, here, let me help you. It's more of like, hey, idiot, get up. Like, that's how he would heal you.
It's how you
Yeah.
flavor your revivify. Like, get the fuck up.
Get the fuck up! You're not dying yet, buddy.
Walk
That reminds me. I actually last night I made a bugbear cleric. Like, it would be hilarious for him to be like really stupid, and he's trying to help people, but like whenever he uses spells to heal people, he just like takes their bones that are broken and just like forces them back into place.
Oh. Oh.
You're good now. Just as a bugbear.
Max the bones back in with a morning star.
Oh gosh. Just absolutely terrifying.
The new picture on the map is Krandren's new picture, right? You're not using the old one anymore, or is that just Checkmate's picture?
That's Checkmate's picture, yeah.
Okay. So you're going back to the old picture when you're done being Checkmate.
Yeah. It's also that picture's in the chat.
Got it.
Also, Ghost vanishing up here. Just hanging out in that one room for no reason.
Is he still there? It's
Oh yeah, he's still up there.
Bug
Still hanging out.
Star is a very
still chilling.
powerful artifact.
There he is.
Also, I'm pretty sure this guy is one of the ones that was either... Yeah, he was killed, wasn't he? Wasn't he the one that Torin punched into the ground?
That's a Duergar, yeah. It's I mean,
That's the one that
I guess
Torin
they all
took next
like
to a
that.
building and beat to death.
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one.
And this is the leader of that dragon cult, right? Same guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, see, well, I hear like all you guys saying about that. What about what's going on over here? Huh? He keeps moving around.
Which one are we talking about?
Who does?
Goss the Vanishing over
Yeah,
here.
got the vanishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He just keeps
He's just
bouncing
hanging
around.
out.
Like before he was in this closet over here, Now he's in the kitchen. Like he's just bounced. I wonder if Durnan actually knows that he's here.
He is ever present. He's everywhere and nowhere.
Everywhere, nowhere at the same
Gosh,
time.
man.
Here's the Alpha and the Omega.
Yeah, this calmer's no mistake.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to take Melik. Like now that he's like doing that whole thing.
Yeah, I had such good ideas for Orin, so I really
Mhm.
hope that we go back to him at some point. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I have like
a
a
lot
whole...
of them are rolling through Waterdeep at some point, anyways.
Yeah.
Except for who's
I
the
mean-
only ones that aren't? I think.
Well, Orin and
Didn't it already
Orin and
happen?
Cyrus are yeah. Well, Orin and Cyrus are currently in Baldur's Gate, which is south.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then we,
Oh,
I thought we went to Waterdeep first, and then went up to Baldur's Gate, like for the whole book thing, or were we planning on meeting up there like in a later time?
Yeah, there's a book in the sewers, but
Yeah,
we
there's
don't know what actually happened with that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man, I wanted to bring back the Spellforge. I got this whole thing with my family. Like I'm pretty sure, like the way I'm thinking, Cyrus has to fight to the death with like at least 3 of his own brothers.
Really? Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. I really hope we go back to those characters.
Yeah.
I've talked to you a little bit about Orin's current state of mind because he's interacting with
Yeah.
Cyrus, but yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, I am back with T.
Hey, yo.
Um, cool. So
I think eventually
What's-
these is just gonna wander out, thank the gentleman for their company, and head back home.
okay,
I say home, but I mean Trollface Manor.
If Krandren sees V's starting to leave, then Krandren will leave around the same time and try to get attention. Yeah. So
okay,
All right, man.
and
How
the
drunk?
gnomes would see this as well.
How drunk are we?
Both roll a Constitution save.
Cool.
you've each had 8 beers or 8 ales, right?
And
Yeah.
nachos.
Constitution save. Normal. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Like,
Gur,
lot better than me.
you are drunk. Grumbo, you are still feeling. You're like drunk but feeling fine instead of drunk and feeling like terrible.
The old Grumbo. Alrighty.
Oh, I don't know how you do it.
So
Oh.
Gur, you have the poison status at least for the rest of the night.
All right,
Oh.
cool. I need to go sit on the toilet for about 3 hours.
It's one of those ones.
Oh yeah, mixture of nacho and the beer, not good on the tummy.
Let's get home. I'll drive. You can lean over the edge.
Oh yeah, I'll try not to vomit on the cart or on them. Oh, always head out.
So, as everyone's heading out, Krandren will be in the corner, trying to like vie for their attention a little bit. Like,
Uh-huh. Yeah, everyone can see this.
What's that nerd who all went with us? Oh wait, that's Krandren. Oh, okay.
Krandren will step around the corner, just making a motion with his head, just kind of come with.
And go for a kukri.
All right, let's
Oh,
do
Have
it's
to kill
this.
this elf thug.
See if I don't.
Then, if people fall, I'll just whisper to the group.
Explain yourself, Fletcher.
Yeah, just
Oh, we recognize it,
Oh.
right?
okay. We don't need to do this right now. Listen, the waitress Bonnie is a doppelganger. I've got her currently waiting in the alley for me to get here.
A what?
Got the waitress in the.
Oh, this is bad.
there was a conversation going on with one of my associates, and overheard a couple of things. I took a little peek into her mind, and I have reason to believe that she's a doppelganger.
Oh,
With some sort of
That's-
connection to the Xanathar and their goings-on in the sewers. She's currently under the effects of my suggestion spell, where she will be waiting for me to approach her in the alley behind the Yawning Portal.
okay.
You can ask. Don't ever use that on me.
What?
Nothing. So, are you asking us?
If you're-
are you asking us for aid?
I have reason to believe that this could be a dangerous situation. I could use some backup.
Which
Yes.
alley?
I point them to the alley that I was talking about.
Sure, I'll watch.
All right.
Hmm.
You guys go first, and I'll be over here, maybe throwing up.
Fight the good fight, go.
I'll do my best. Cool.
I get on top of a house. I get on. I get on top of a house
Perfect.
and watch from above.
Okay. I guess roll a stealth check.
Whoops, that's survival. Stealth. 18.
Nice. Cool. Grumbo, are you just staying with Gur as they vomit?
Yeah, I'll probably take care of Gur.
Okay,
Thanks, buddy.
cool. So V's you get on the other side of on a roof, and Krandren, are you going towards the alley over here?
Yeah.
That's where Bonnie is. Okay. Yeah, you see Bonnie over there. And okay, suggestion, it's just like the best, they decide it's the best course of action to do that thing. But there's no
Yeah, basically they're under that.
yeah.
Well, they're under that suggestion until my
Mhm.
8 hours are up. But
Until they complete the
basically,
task.
Yeah, it's not a command, so Actually, I gotta look it over again.
Well, I met you in the alley.
It's
You can continue for the entire duration.
Yeah.
The suggestion being to wait in the alley for the
Uh-huh.
duration being 8 hours. So as long as I'm still concentrating on it, so
Okay.
it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. They are waiting there.
So once I approach, then the spell would end.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because she had to wait until you get there was
Yeah.
the commitment. Okay. Yeah, she'll look over at you and say, awful rude to go looking in other people's heads.
Well, I couldn't help but be a little bit curious. So, you mind telling me what you're doing in the sewers?
I think you already know all that. Supposed to
No,
deal
go
with
ahead.
your people. Just so you say, me and my friends are pretty capable of taking care of our own. Seems like money isn't as easy to come by anymore, and, well, we have to make a living somehow. Nothing personal.
You seem to be under duress during that conversation. It's mind telling me what it is that the Xanathar are making you do?
Well, if you must know, and you probably know too much already, but, well, we're set to ambush you guys, deal with you, deal with the dung sweepers and the guard. Go back into the sewers, but well, now I don't really know what to do. It would be best if I dealt with you here, but fortunately, not especially the type to fight out in the open.
You could certainly try that.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll go well for you, so I suggest that you cooperate.
Yeah, roll a
No.
intimidation just to see.
Yep. No spells this time.
Yeah.
Terrible. 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Were you going to say something else as you approached?
Really sure where I'm going with this.
Do it live.
The way I see it.
You know what? If I realize that it does, like, if I feel like that she's not reciprocating, like if she's not going to go along with it, then I'm gonna shank her, honestly.
Okay. Roll an insight check before you do that. Just
Okay.
to
Before
see
you start stabbing people.
Okay.
I thought I was a murderer.
Sheesh.
Nah, he shot a guy
Hey.
right in the neck. Ooh, sounds like you're gonna be shanking people.
Yeah, you can't tell. Do you choose to cheat? I will say the one thing you do get, even with that low of the roll, she doesn't look like she's going to make a run for it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what? Yeah. Do you go up and stab? It'll be a initiative roll.
Or
No surprise rounds here.
maybe we don't have to kill everyone. But you don't hear that? I'm not there.
You do hear this.
Yeah.
Krandren
Attention.
is not Orin. Krandren goes for the kill. Yeah.
Okay. Initiative it is, and V's. I guess we
Can
will.
I-
So.
Is it an obvious move that he's going for a thing, or do I just wait until initiative? No, I guess it wouldn't make
I
sense
want
if I got like a
to-
surprise.
yeah.
So never mind.
Yeah, no one gets surprised. She's ready to fight as well.
Okay.
Wow, those initiative rolls.
Good
You
rolls,
do
guys.
beat them though.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
Krandren's a murderer.
Oh, does Grumbo not get a turn?
Does that mean he's gonna get a cool tattoo as well?
Everyone you kill.
Or is the tattoo just gonna go to Torin?
2 tattoos.
I didn't even do anything tonight.
Every single person the party kills haunts Torin.
No witnesses.
Dang.
Crap.
Oh,
13 just misses.
The
As
dagger.
go in and stab her. And you stabbed into her, and as you look down, you see that she molded her body around the blade, and her face turns into a featureless doppelganger face.
Hold on. How far away is V's from me right now? It's a
I'd say about as far as it is there. Maybe actually a bit further.
what's that measurement?
Control,
crap.
I believe. Hold
Yeah.
control and
Like
drag.
50 feet.
50? Damn it. Okay, too far for saving face. Alright. Try to make my play. Yeah, I'm gonna then at least circle around so she can't leave and my turn.
Yeah. Okay. She will attack you because she doesn't know that V's is there. And she thinks she can just deal with you.
Can we hear this at all, or
You can
feel-
right now. This is like the first thing that you can hear, as
Fear.
she takes 2 slam attacks.
We're in the wagon. I'm gonna whip
Oh.
Lamb in that direction.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Make haste, Lamb.
12 and a 10.
We're
Do
going
either of
for
those hit?
some
AC's
BB.
14.
14. Okay. Yeah, she whips out as her arms become like these featureless kind of blue skin whips as she misses with both of them. These.
Alright, seeing the scuffle going on, I'm gonna snap my fingers and say the draconic word for sword, which is skoichuk, and electricity like shoots down my arm, and we'll see what happens as I
What?
jump off the roof. Where is the thing? Here it is.
What's going on now?
I roll a d12. That's what's going on. I have 12 temporary HP.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay.
And then, to be extremely extra,
Okay.
we'll say some stuff like, the night is my cloak, the moon is my spotlight, and it shows me the target right there. A haiku by me. and I go into a trance. Into a hypnotized state. And I would like to jump 30 feet. Because you can only jump as far as you can move.
Okay.
Zoop. And then
There's a face there.
action tumble. Yeah, I jump on Durnan's face, watermarked.
Yeah.
on the street, and just do a
I
little
just saw
tumble.
that.
Yeah, do a little tumble and unsheath the rapier and unclip the focus and hold it above like an inch or two above my left hand. And that's my turn.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think the gnomes. It takes a round for you to turn Lamb around and just hear everything that's going on, because it's
Alright.
like a few seconds of reaction. So I'll say that you start moving in that direction, but
Okay.
next turn you can actually get there. Krandren.
Okay, if the let's just say for flavor, the one arm is still kind of wrapped up inside whatever goo the doppelganger is made of, drawing the rapier and trying to stab with that instead. Rapier attack.
Nice, that hits.
Okay, and that's just a normal D8. Wait, hold on. Damage. Okay, 8 damage. I'm not, yeah, don't have any sneak attack right now, so.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Slice into this weird skin, weird rough skin.
Okay. Eesh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay. Bonnie will, hearing the clop of Lamb, and also seeing this person jumping towards her, she is going to disengage and attempt to move away.
She's taking a disengage action?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, she's gonna choose not to. 5, 25. So you can take the attack of opportunity.
Okay. So, it's a rapier attack.
Nice, that hits.
Okay. Another 5 damage.
Okay. Mark that. Fees.
I can't move. I can't jump further than my speed, but I can jump. But my jump distance is further than my speed. I would like to. I would like to take the dash action. And
Okay.
Jump on top of the Yawning Portal
Okay.
and run up. My intent is to like get out of her sight, so like maybe she stops or slows.
Okay.
And then just keep pace with her.
Sounds good.
So like something like that.
Okay. Lamb. I'll say for the sake of this, you guys, the gnomes can turn the corner here and see disguised Krandren, Checkmate, and V's jumping forward and running after something pretty far.
Quite a bit away.
Okay. I don't think I can do anything, actually. I do nothing. That's my
Okay.
movement, right? Like, I moved already?
Yeah, being in the cart there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take both of your movement for the sake of this.
I do nothing.
Well, I'm 80 feet away. I might as well take a shot. Yeah. Disadvantage. Because I'm drunk.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's
No.
nice.
Dear Gareth.
That's a
Oh,
good
dear.
combination
Unfortunately-
of numbers.
Lamb!
You see the bolt go wide and shatter one of the windows down an alley.
Well, that was one of the fine chinas I was going to sell in the shop. Oh no.
Maybe you should put that away.
Well, that's all I have right now.
And Krandren.
Okay. Looking through the my features and stuff, I noticed that like extra stuff from Tasha's wasn't added in for I guess
Last
by
one.
default. So like steady aim is an ability that rogues get at 3rd level,
Okay. Yeah.
where
that's
as
fine.
a bonus action I can give myself advantage, but then I'm not moving for this turn. So
Yeah, that's an option.
So taking out the heavy crossbow, and I am going to just
Sniper fire.
deep breath and aim with a heavy crossbow. Range is 100 feet, so that's I've got that. So that's still at advantage. Okay. So let's see.
Snipers in the building.
At advantage.
Nice, that hits.
24.
Nice.
A
Oh,
1
God,
and a
the one-
19 twice in a row.
Okay, so damage plus my sneak attack because it was at advantage. So why is it showing?
2d6.
Yeah, that's 2d6. So damn. Okay. So yeah, that's another 12 damage.
Nice. The bolt goes thunking into her. She is going to make another full dash away. Okay, so V's, what's your movement speed? 30?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna make this a contest.
Hooray!
Because that seems to make the most sense.
What contest?
So similar to how we did the arm wrestling. So let's see here. I want to make it lower. Okay. Let's see who beats who. If you beat her, she can no longer keep running away. She'll have to be forced to fight.
Okie dokie.
And if she beats you, then she loses you. So yeah, heavy. Okay. If you want to roll athletics,
Okay. For the purposes of rage, I'll, since it goes away, if I don't take damage or don't attack, I'll just like prick myself with the dagger to stay focused.
Okay.
Brink. 14.
Okay.
Just jumping from the rooftops, just with my almost 50 jump distance.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, and you want to get it over to her side is what I'm reasoning it.
Jump.
Oof.
Nice.
You
Okay,
caught her, but let's see.
I do a really cool like sideways somersault.
Mhm. I will say using rage in this way,
Would you like me to take
you're
damage?
already feeling very tired.
Hmm.
Like this is very pushing you. I will say that you could potentially take this one back, but this will be a point of exhaustion, and every point after will continue.
Acknowledged. I'll keep my 23.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Ooh, that might be enough to do it.
I think you got him.
Okay, so you have a point of exhaustion, but you do catch up to her.
Okay. I would like to.
As you, I guess we'll just make it a combat with you and her, and you can have the first go.
Okay.
Catching up with her.
I like
Your
to
turn.
descend upon her like a gallant superhero from the night.
Uh-huh.
My poncho just like in the night wind, night air, and
Drop down.
Am I able to determine how hurt this person is? Like,
Yeah,
from the
you can tell
rooftop?
generally they're injured. They're about halfway dead, whatever that means.
Alright. She looks like she's about to fall, so I'm going to jump down from the rooftop on top of not exclamation point Bonnie and jam my rapier into her.
Okay.
For 21.
Ooh. Hits.
And I'm pretty sure she explodes, but I'm not trying to like kill her.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance that she.
But she's
She-
going to effing die. She takes 12 damage. Two of it is radiant, 10 of it is piercing.
Rumors of my demise are.
Just jump down on her and just sink the rapier both hands into her shoulder.
She's very much alive.
Okay.
As she
Oh.
hisses.
I'll tell her to stop running. if she
Is
knows,
that
if she knows
her
what's good
actual-
for her.
Is this her actual distance, like right over here, or did it go
Oh
further?
no, you are.
Gotcha.
They have run. The only reason I did it that way is because she V's is the only one that would have basically a chance. Just based
Yeah.
on like how close everyone was.
Okay.
Um,
Heavy crossbow
be-
range is 400 feet, so
There's
it's,
a lot of
I-
buildings,
I mean,
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of corners.
it wasn't a
turned.
straight pathway. Okay, just wanted to check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have to think about how I was trying to figure out how to do like if multiple people chased her, but I think it would just complicate things. You could be you could roll, let's see. Roll 3 athletics checks to see if you can be in the distance if you
Oh,
want to
boy.
run after.
Oh, these probably won't go well, but I'm
Yeah.
curious. It's a
especially after having to stop
Yeah.
for the steady aim.
Yeah.
Athletics. Again.
Oh no!
Nah. Probably not.
Okay.
Oof.
With the 0, probably
Yeah.
no. Unless there's a 20 here. Nah.
Yeah, you can get there after whatever happens, probably.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Okay,
As I sink down or sink my rapier in her, I'm just gonna tell her, my life is hunting down creatures like you. Don't run. I just want to talk.
yeah. She'll like kind of hiss in your direction. Funny way of talking. And he will. She gives you an opportunity to, if you want to, potentially talk with her. She will give a chance for you to like put your weapon away. She waits a second.
Murder.
Hearing Torin's voice
You're
in my
all
head, I don't know what to do.
You're all killers here.
Where is the rebel base now? Listen, I have a few things in my notebook that I have questions about. If you're able to answer them, you can go off somewhere. First one is, why am I attacking you? What did you say to that person earlier?
There's no reason for me to lie. Everything is ruined already. We were tasked by the Xanathar to kill you.
Why?
Money. Maloon War Dragon has been dead for a long time.
Interesting. Do they have a lot of money?
Very much so. And the Xanathar even more.
So I recently came into a position of knowledge about a certain stone. Do you know anything about a stone of galore? Have they talked to you about anything like that, or?
I have tried to not interact with the Xanathar as much as possible. But Maloon has said that their leader has grown and put into a fit of paranoia that you adventurers are just a thorn in the Xanathar's side. They talked about some artifact. I suppose that that's what this is. And that the Xanathar very much wants to seek it out.
So they don't have it. Okay. Pardon me, just a moment of your time. I know you must be in a lot of pain, but you're not in a position to say otherwise. So can you tell me why the Xanathar? You're not working, you're not part of that, are you?
No, me and my doppelganger family, if you want to call it in such terms, arrived here maybe a month ago. We did not have anything, could not survive. Durnan took us in.
Durnan took you. Is that the truth?
Roll a insight check.
Pink. Oh, a good insight
Nice.
check for once. An 18.
So she's telling partially the truth. She's mainly telling the truth. You get the sense that she's kind of making it seem better than it is, but
Do I somehow know if the Durnan part is right?
yeah. Well, yes,
Okay.
yes, you do. It's just like she's leaving out details on purpose.
Okay. Tell me, is this the normal thing you do? Are you a killer? Are you a thief?
No, but we do what we must to survive. I make enough money to keep my own living standards enough, but my family, it's too much.
If Durnan took you in and gave you a job, why would you take this other job? This
As I said,
nasty job.
for my living, for my others.
What's the cost of living here?
Yeah, she'll look at you and
I genuinely don't know. I've arrived only recently myself. How much do you make in a week?
you get the sense that, I mean, even asking that question, she's not purely doing this to survive. You could survive off very little.
Mm. Give me a reason not to kill you.
He thinks about it for a second in this tension, and roll a, let's see, what is this?
Well, it's obvious she's not being forthright with me,
What?
right?
Depends. Only a second passes after you say, "Give me a reason not to kill you." Roll a insight check.
Okay. Ba-ding! Come on. Hey, another one. 15.
Okay. You know that she read your mind only after she says what she says, and she says, "You know what it is to be considered a monster."
I kill her.
Okay. I'm not gonna even make you roll for narrative stakes. You stab through her as Krandren turns the corner.
No one's allowed in my head.
I see you were able to handle it. I apologize for the maybe a little brash action. I had the feeling that she wasn't going to cooperate.
Stab her again.
Are you okay?
Dark?
These?
Sheath my rapier and clip the focus and leave.
Yeah, you see the
These
body
are-
there, writhing, and
I am coming through, right? I just want to make sure.
yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Just again trying to talk to V's, like, just what just happened with you?
She's ignoring you.
Well, either way, I appreciate it. And then, anything on the body?
You do find, we'll say, 10 silver. Other than that, there's a note of address, and you would see that it is where you would be moving within the next days, with the cleaning dung sweepers. Other than that, nothing else really of note.
Okay. All right, I'll I will take those things, and the doppelganger corpse is just going to be left in the alley. It no longer looks like Bonnie once it dies, right?
No. Well, it may have if you killed her while she was looking in that way, but she dropped the disguise in order to move more freely, it seemed like.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just this weird pile of strange leathery skin. Kind of writhing around, similar to like octopus tentacle, like tension of the muscles.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it's pretty
Never
gross.
want to do with that. Well,
Oh, what did we find on the body? You said a note and what?
The note was an address and some money, and the
10
address
silver,
was
which Krandren will give to you.
yeah. And the
Let me know
address
when you
with
do
where
it.
the dung sweepers are going.
Yeah. If we're all meeting up, if we're all still getting on the meeting up near the cart, then Krandren will pass the money to you. So
I think what V's would do is she just walks home in the rain, in the drizzle. I'll meet you back.
well, we're walking in the same direction, but
Oh, that's right. It's not actually a cart.
well, actually, you know what? You all go on ahead. I will take a different route. Just I can't really be seen around you people like this.
That's kind of awkward.
Trying to stay under cover.
Yeah. Cool. We can have everyone could get back to Troll Skull. It seemed like that's where people are going.
Yeah.
And cool. As we fade away and as everyone's moving back to Troll Skull, we see a purple tiefling jump on the body and steal the skin of the doppelganger. Fly away.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Malak's gonna become invisible.
Yeah. Any doppelganger that dies, he is cursed to skin them alive.
I know exactly where they're at.
Yeah.
Sense for it.
Cool. Well, it is night now as you guys get back, and if there's anything people want to do over the night or anything but sleeping, yeah.
Krandren does want to try to talk to V's about what just happened there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can approach the library where V's usually stays.
Yeah. Knocks on the door.
Yes?
I believe it would be good for us to talk about what just happened back there.
Why?
Your reaction to killing that thing, it wasn't quite what I expected from someone like you. I feel like something's off, and I just want to clear the air.
We kill things all the time. What's the deal?
You usually don't. You seem to taking it personally. That's all I'm saying here.
Why? Because I double tapped?
You're usually pretty accurate the first time. Just a little. Something seems a little off, and I just wanted to try to talk to you. It's better to know who it is that we're working with.
I asked her to give me a reason to not kill her, and she did the exact opposite. And she paid for it.
What did she tell you, though? She was speaking to an associate of mine.
That associate is also not your associate. She did let it slip that the original person of that whoever that guy is has been dead for some time. that person is also likely a member of their ilk.
Some time.
Quite some time.
I
Years.
haven't known him very long, so for all I'm aware, that may still be the same one that I've interacted with.
Oh.
Hasn't been very much. It hasn't, there hasn't been... I haven't had a lot of easy interaction with members of the Lord's Alliance, so...
That absolutely must be true. They've been talking to you under false pretenses the entire time then. I think tonight's events have proved that.
What else did that thing say about Maloon?
He's dead. Works for the Xanathar. They're looking for some kind of rock, I guess. I was talking to Rainier and Floon and Volo about the same thing. There's this stone of Golorr, Golorr. They made sure I got it right. I don't know what compelled me to do it. I just got restless, and that's why I went to the tavern in the first place. A chance meeting, I suppose. But there's a lot of money moving around. Rainier spoke of a cache of dragons, and his father was hiring a gnome for some reason. They're using the Stone of Golorr for some reason. I think the stone is what is used to locate this money. And if Torin were here, I would tell him the same thing. There's people are throwing fights to gain wealth. I think there's a lot of money going on. Someone's trying to buy something very expensive. And I think if we follow the money, we can find out what the Xanathar are doing, what the Zhentarim are doing. Speaking of the Zhentarim, Davil's a powerful sorcerer, and I had heard from the note that they're being led by a powerful sorcerer. I think Davil, of course, is the leader of the Zhentarim, and then if he's got Yager under his thumb
I believe that, from my understanding and what I've heard of Davil is a bard, from my understanding. Is able to use magic through his instrument that he carries around. It's I had spoken to Balloon previously about Davil because of the situation with the Zhentarim in the city, but I suppose that's because of Xanathar interests, not the interests of the Lord's Alliance.
Davil is not sure if he is able to use his. Oh no, that would make sense. Star Song. Yes. I was talking to Volo and says that he could call down the stars. If the Star Song is more of a title, it's not his last name. He's a very powerful magic user.
Interesting. So, someone not to interact with directly at this point, it seems.
Especially if he leads the Zhentarim like I think he does. The things line up. You can see like there's some like string, like some Pepe Sylvie stuff going on. Like on the desk.
You got a chalkboard or something in there.
Yeah, it's more of a chalkboard, and it's just like notes and underlines on categories and topics. She's been busy.
Well, the Xanathar, Zhentarim, either way, they are all interested in tracking down this stone, and seems that they're after us to some sort of extent as well. If they were aware that we were protecting those dung sweepers.
And they're definitely aware that we are the ones behind the rescue of those two redheads. Rainier and Floon.
How would you handle this situation? Xanathar, Zentrim, do you have any preferences? I believe I'd spoken to you before that it's better to pick a side than try to fight them both.
Well, Krandren, have a seat. I don't like talking to people standing.
Seat.
The Zentrum are thieves. The Xanathar are thieves. I hate both of them. So I would take them all to sword point. I would not choose to work with one of them, or work with either of them. Thieves are creatures of base instinct. They have no redeeming qualities. They exist only to take and harm. They must all be destroyed. I'm here because there is something large afoot. And I'm going to put an end to it.
People steal for different reasons, though. I, to be perfectly honest, am a little bit more sympathetic to the Xanathar's plight, in the sense that there are a lot of people in there, like me, that are not exactly given a fair shot at life. I find myself a little more inclined to sympathize with them than the others in black that seem to just want to take control of it.
The Xanathar just tried to have us killed because someone didn't have a fair shot at life. Is that fair? Suppose someone that has their own problems and this thief doesn't decide that whatever it is too nice for them and that they don't have a fair shot in life. Is that fair? Krandren, imagine a little girl running from home, running from just this destitute, broken home, running with her only possession, this dark alleyway, and these bandits that you're sympathetic towards think that what she has is too nice for her, and they kill her, take her things, and that girl's dead in the gutter. Because these thieves didn't have a fair shot. Is that fair to that little girl who's dead?
The way I see it, the world is filled with chaos, one side or the other. I don't know what drove those people to do such a thing. But from a different perspective, I don't see how the people that are supposed to uphold the law in this city are any better. The type of people that will take somebody that was on the wrong side, according to them, even though they commit just as many atrocities as any of my kind. For them to take somebody that just so happens to be on the wrong side, keep them imprisoned for 30 years.
Of course the law is useless. Those guards never showed up. What happened tonight? There were no guards. We committed a murder.
The way I see it, we take things into our own hands. Yes, the Xanathar are bad. Yes, the Zentrum are bad. They all have to go. But the way I see it, in order to play this out properly, it'd be better to choose a side at first. So that way, you're not fighting in two different directions, so someone can stab you in the back. I'm well aware of the pain of that happening. If we focus on one task, then we can handle the other after.
I'd like to say I don't intend on choosing a side. But I acknowledge the value of doing so. But I don't want to do it.
Sometimes we all have to make decisions that we don't like, whether we're forced into it by someone else or by circumstance. Eventually, a choice will have to be made. And I'd rather not see you try to handle both at once. 2 knives to the back.
I'm very strong, Krandren. I think I could. If I put my mind to it. If I tried very hard, I know I could. I can do it. I have to.
It would be a waste of your talents and your abilities to throw yourself into the middle of everything and get yourself killed. If we could all band together, potentially, and choose one to get rid of, then I could help you get rid of the other.
I'm gonna look at him long and hard. Fine.
It might be good to have a conversation with the entire group about this.
She's kind of sniffling now, just like.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Let me go to sleep. I've got notes to review and try to find where the money is. I think if we follow the money, we can find who our first target should be. You know.
I have some insight into that, but I'd like to discuss it with the whole group first. So if we could all talk in the morning, I think that would be great.
Yeah. Let's talk in the morning.
And these. Thank you. I probably couldn't have handled that by myself.
You were fine. She ran away.
Bill, I was undercover, and cover could have been blown. I appreciate your help. Again, it would be a waste for someone like you to get yourself killed trying to take down the whole... trying to take down everything wrong in the world.
I'm very strong.
Well, make sure you keep your strength. Get some rest. So. Okay.
Cool. Anything else people want to do over the night?
If you don't mind, you're gonna be hearing that like throughout the conversation.
What? Nice.
When did Torin get back? Like, did he get back before everybody, or like as V's and Krandren was having that
I
whole thing?
think way before everybody.
Way before?
Yeah. I'd say maybe like 2 hours before.
Alright. Torin will just come up and he'll just like thank... How do you pronounce my name? Is it Danica?
Yeah, Danica.
Just thank Danica. And
Yeah.
go into his room.
Yeah, she'll head back down.
And then he'll just pull out the poster that he got.
Uh-huh.
He's just gonna like put it up on his wall, and he's just gonna smile at it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Cool. Well, with that, we'll just go to daytime. Ah, it's so bright.
Chirp,
Yeah.
chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yeah. Slightly darker, dark mode.
Early morning. There we go.
Yeah. And you guys can all be around the...
You could just convene. Yeah.
Yeah, convene
House meeting.
Oh, not so loudly. I didn't have a good night last night.
You okay,
Oh
Gareth?
yeah.
That's why
You
I
drink
don't
too
like
much?
alcohol.
Oh, so I tried to match Grumbo. That was a bad idea. He
Oh.
takes alcohol way better than I do.
Ale is a vile drink that makes people do vile things. That's why.
I don't know. It's not like I killed anybody last night or anything.
What's to say?
Torin's just his eyes are gonna get real wide. He's gonna look around.
Just had a little fun, is all.
We had some nachos.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Were they better? Were they better than the Dusted Ruby's nachos?
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
they were pretty good. I don't know.
I mean, nachos at your place is more for the event. Nachos over there are for actually eating,
You know how your nachos are all piled up on top of each other? These ones are more artisanal, maybe? A little fancier.
Yeah, they actually had
Oh.
melted cheese instead of that weird cheese.
Mine had
Come on.
cheese.
Yeah, it's a
If you
weird
call it
fake
that.
cheese, though.
You know,
Yeah.
Whatever. What? Do you tell this robot to follow me around whenever
No.
you're not here?
No, whatever I'm not here, he just gets to do whatever he wants.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, whatever he wants. Why?
Just wondering, because he likes to follow.
Oh yeah, he really sticks to the big people. He likes the big people. I haven't really figured that out yet. I guess because he's never used to looking up to people. Maybe he likes it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you at least have a good time with this? You heard it, did you?
No.
All right, that's good. He sometimes comes back at nights and he's kind of banged up a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know, I guess.
Oh,
Anyone want pancakes?
oh yes, I need lots.
Yes, please.
Pancakes over a talk.
I love
Sure.
breakfast.
Clap my hands loudly. Hobbits? Halflings?
That's all word. He will move up.
Pancakes for everybody.
Righty then. Whatever. You can tell he does not like Grumbo
Oh,
as they converse amongst each other.
I think we all
We
know this by
appreciate
now.
your work.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we got pancakes for everyone as people are talking through what needs to be talked about before going out with the dung sweepers.
Do we have any eggs or anything
we got
Other-
pancakes.
other than pancakes?
Well,
Make a
we have
pancake
eggs,
shaped
but
egg.
Eggs tend to be required in order to make pancakes, aren't they?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we going to do with the leftover pancake?
Torin will just lean over the
eggs.
bar. Just Danica, can I just have some eggs?
Yeah. Danica will yell out, "All right then."
Thank
Actually,
you.
we can do that sooner.
Prepare stuff.
I think that's the politest I've ever heard.
Hey,
Torin
Torin,
speak.
What?
dragons lay eggs, don't they?
Why are you talking to me about this right now?
It just seems weird, is all.
This is not an early morning conversation or a conversation that we are ever going to have.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of need an answer now. Did
I'm
you
not
come out of
answering
an-
the question.
Did
Did
you?
you come out of an egg?
Torin's just sitting there, just leaning on the bar, just looking straight ahead, just not even talking to you.
Is that a yes?
As old as you two gentlemen are, I'm surprised that you don't know or realize that Dragonborn and dragons are not the same thing.
Oh, I don't really hang out with any Dragonborns.
I wonder why.
They're generally not too friendly to us small folk.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
Kinda
would
standoffish.
imagine.
I think that's because you asked them such questions.
Must have been how they were brought as a hatchling.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway,
So what were we going to talk
gentlemen,
about again?
Anyway, so Torin, just to fill you in, we had an altercation at the Yawning Portal last evening. One of the waitresses there, Bonnie, turned out to be a doppelganger.
There are hits out on us.
What? Bonnie? Really?
And it turned out that doppelgangers are the ones that have been that you were chasing after. They have here a list of where we're supposed to go today with the dung sweepers. It seems that we are potentially being targeted.
Oh.
So basically, Krandren kidnapped her and V stabbed her to death.
So you killed somebody. This is what I'm hearing.
To be fair,
But yes.
I was
killed-
pretty out of my mind. I have
You
no
killed
idea what
somebody.
happened.
Just own up to it. You killed somebody.
One of
And I
them.
were
Welcome to the
drinking.
club. You wake up with any tattoos? Got any
That's a good
strange
question.
tattoos?
V's?
No, I do not have any strange tattoos.
Do you have
Do you have any normal tattoos?
Listen, let's stay on track, please.
Kind of a personal question, I think.
Oh, that's personal. You're good. That's where you're gonna draw the line at personal.
Children!
Show some respect, man.
One of the doppelgangers is down, but I think Krandren, you mentioned there were more.
Yes, I was able to get a peek into her mind, and there's a house full of them, and they know exactly where we are going to be today. Now,
Right.
this does bring up another issue. They seem to have been hired by the Xanathar for this purpose. And
Okay.
I kind of wanted to speak to everybody about what our plans are here. It seems that Waterdeep in general is, to put it frankly, a dangerous hellhole, where there are gangs that are fighting gangs, and the guards aren't helping, and everything seems a mess.
Honestly,
So-
it's been worse.
Sounds
It
about
was a lot worse when there was giant statues terrorizing the town.
Well, true. It's usually a bit more subtle, but it seems to be more out in the open here. So I just wanted to speak to everybody and get their thoughts on how we should handle this. The Xanathar are the ones that hired the doppelganger to go after. Well, are we V's? Did they mention us specifically, or mainly going after the dung sweeper?
Yes, us specifically. There are hits out on us, on our group.
Okay, I
how much.
You know, they didn't say, but they did. The term "a lot" was used often.
I need to share that. Okay,
Right.
we accepted this job from the Lord's Alliance, being
Yeah.
told that the dung sweepers needed protecting. We
Yeah.
are in the process, and Maloon, one of my associates from the Lord's Alliance, is the one that was speaking to Bonnie about the Xanathar and about their job.
I'm
So-
confused. So Maloon, who was talking to someone from the Xanathar's Guild, told us to protect the dung sweepers, but also the shapeshifters who are trying to kill us, who are also part of the Xanathar. I'm confused, and that
so-
seems like conflicting ideas.
I've also got
My-
a kicker for you, Gur.
What's the kicker?
Maloon's dead.
Balloon's dead.
The moon.
You guys killed 2 people last night?
No,
No, I'm pretty sure I saw Maloon there. He was at the table.
He's been dead for some time, apparently. The doppelganger that I slew in the alley said that he is also a doppelganger.
And you
Oh.
just believe the doppelganger who's trying to kill us.
I mean,
We
Yeah.
I was able to look into her mind, and I saw her duress in the situation. She seemed to have been blackmailed or felt like she was forced into the situation of...
Alright, so here's what we're looking at. Doppelganger Balloon is now talking to Doppelganger Bonnie, and he's blackmailing her about other doppelgangers.
Okay, look, I
am so
Not-
happy I don't go
I would
to
like to-
places with you guys to hang out.
None of this makes sense. I was there.
Get out on the table. I'm keeping some of this to myself, but I feel like I need to share with the group. Okay. So when I got... Okay, I've been working with the Lord's Alliance for the past 30 years. By force. Just to throw that out there, I was a member of a tribe called the Kragmaw, and to put things shortly, I was imprisoned, and I've been advising the Lord's Alliance in tactics for the past 30 years in various ways of helping out these cities fight off goblins and orcs and such. While I was in prison, I was approached by Maloon and told that I had the option of joining the Xanathar if I killed Davil Starsong.
Okay.
So what'd you do?
I knew that Maloon was with the Xanathar. Just going to throw that out there.
But you want to kill the guy that I made an alliance with.
You made an alliance with Davil? What?
A while ago, whenever we went back to the Yawning Portal the other time, he was telling me about that assassin person that's been killing people in the dock ward.
So he gives you information and you call that an alliance?
I mean...
Well, look, Davil works for the Zentrum, who are also terrible, and keep in mind, they also tried to kill us. Both of them have tried to kill us at this point.
A lot of people have tried to kill us.
Because we seem to just be in the middle of everything with this Stone of Galore that they're after.
Alright, a question. Why are we doing this again? I thought we were just doing a job. Just for money.
We were given the job by the Lord's Alliance from my contact Jalister. But then...
Yeah, but we're just doing this for money. What's the end goal? What do you guys want?
I just feel like we can't even safely operate right now. I'm just trying to do a job, and we have a target on our heads now because maybe the interactions that we've had with the Xanathar beforehand, with dealing with Floon, I don't know, we have a target on our back now. Something like that. You
want to remove the target off your back? Is that what you're saying? Or I guess our back?
The way by association, it would be with everybody else too. I'm pretty sure that they would go after you whether I was there or not.
Alright, but...
who do we have to kill?
I just don't understand.
Sounds like a lot of people.
No, Maloon is also a member of the Lord's Alliance, though, or is at least posing to be. And was contacting me to try to kill Davil Starsong. So why would he try to set me up to get killed?
Ooh, wait. I see the line now. Torin!
What?
How are you affiliated with Davil again? You said you made an alliance. Explain more.
Well, originally I didn't like the guy. I still really don't like the guy.
Alright.
Because one of his fighters came into my fight club and threw the fight. And came back up.
Get to the alliance part. Get to the alliance part. How are you two allied?
He said that his fighter was threatened by somebody who we think is the assassin that's in the dock ward killing people. And the only reason that she ended up throwing the fight was because she was threatened, and he was just trying to keep her safe. But I didn't know that at the time, so he let me in on that. And so now we're both trying to work at getting the person that's killing people.
All right, you're allied against the assassin.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe they saw you allied against an assassin, probably from the Xanathar, and since you're with us, they just decided to just kill the whole group. That make sense?
Probably.
I have a note about that. The people that we've been talking to, I've been writing down all these clues and everything. The Dockward Assassin, we have it on at least one person's word that they are neither Xanathar nor Zentarum.
Hey.
They are an independent party.
Whose word do we have that by again?
I think that was Shem's.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't remember. I just wrote it down. Gareth, do you remember?
Gareth. Who's Gareth?
I think it was actually the Banded Iron, those dwarves. I believe I think so.
Yeah, that's where I got it from, and then I shared it with the group.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Bad Iron, are those the drunk guys that bumped into these?
The Russian.
No,
They're
the
the Russian
dudes.
guys that Krandren and Ebyn talked to about the black market.
Oh,
got it.
Krandren told this information to me, and I wrote it down.
No, why is nobody telling me this information?
You
I feel left out.
You were
I thought this
around.
was told to the group.
Heidism. Pure
Oh, was it?
Heidism.
I know, right? You talk down to us. If not, we are not going to be able to hear you all the time.
I don't think it's because you're short. I think it's because you're old.
Rest.
What'd you say?
Exactly.
So the Dock Ward Assassin that's killing elves is not affiliated with. They may not be an independent party, but they are not affiliated with the Xanathar or Zentrum, according to the people at the Banded Iron.
Well, now I'm stumped.
To put it out there, I had the intention of luring out that assassin, so that way we can handle the assassin, put Dabble out into the open, and then potentially handle Dabble myself.
Yeah, but we don't know what the assassin wants. I mean, we hear it's killing some elves, sure, but what specifically about these elves are special? It's not just any elves, is it?
It seems to be. That's why I had done the disguise, to try to lure them out over the next few days.
Well, maybe we need more information. Maybe you need to look like a specific elf.
Maybe we need more elves.
What?
If we're, I don't think I can disguise all of us as elves. Okay, that's not. I don't think that will work.
Now, I don't mean to derail, but I've also been piecing together a few threads. I went back and I got a little restless, and I went back and talked to Rainier and Floon. They told me about this rock. I don't know. They call it a stone. Some sort of artifact. It's called the Stone of Galore. Krandren said it earlier. The Xanathar, at least, we know are looking for this stone. The Zentrum are probably as well, but we don't know for sure. The stone has some sort of thing because there's a cache, like a lot of money being moved around. And
inside the stone?
Using the stone to do it or something like that. And I think it's whoever finds the Stone of Galore is going to find all this money. And throwing fights results in a lot of money, even though that one in particular, Torin, was from a threat. If they're doing it often, that's a lot of money being corralled around as well. I think if we realize that there's a lot of money moving around, we can follow, money trails and that sort of thing. We might find a culprit somewhere as well. And also, Rainier said his father had hired a gnome named Delacar, and we have a note from the Xanathar that one of their eyes was watching a jumpy rock gnome. That might be one and the same.
Right?
That's it. That's all I had.
I guess we'll just have to keep going with this protection job that we're doing and see who comes out first and then try to figure something out from there.
Long term, though, I just wanted to try to get us all on one page. If we are in a situation where we're dealing with the Zhentarim and the Xanathar, which side would you rather deal with first? Just give them.
I mean, I quite like what we did last time, where we just sort of let them kill each other, and then we just come in at the end and beat the remainder.
I'm gonna grin at Krandren when Gareth says that.
I mean, I think that worked out really well for us last time. I didn't even get touched last time.
Wait, Krandren, you can disguise yourself.
Yes.
Disguise yourself as one person from one of the
One of the ones that we
guilds.
captured?
Or just any one of the guilds that would make it like Xanathar as interim, and then go down to the dock ward and just see who comes out. Because, I mean, you're wanting to be attacked, right?
Yes, I was going for more of a long-term plan of luring out this assassin, handling the assassin, and then being able to possibly lure out Dabble in order to get him into a point of weakness and potentially take him out.
It won't be that hard to lure out Dabble. He's
Also, question, why are we trying to kill Dabble again?
Look, personally,
I mean-
I'm not a fan of either of these people, the
Alright,
Zhentarim or the Xanathar.
I get that, but why are we trying to kill him?
Sure doing a lot of murdering lately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can we cool it with the murders? Maybe think this through.
Well,
All
they
you-
were hired to kill us. How would you have handled it?
All these
why do
people
you
have-
want to kill Dabble?
I mean, I'm just saying, clearly we're superior. Why would we try to kill people who are inferior to us?
I am personally not a fan of the Zhentarim, in the fact that they seem to think of themselves as much more superior than people like myself. And I don't like the way that they've been involved with everything here. There's too much chaos going on. I
Yeah, but
prefer
chaos is-
order.
Chaos is going on from both sides. And I feel like more senseless murder is just going to cause more senseless murder.
It wouldn't
It's a
be
bad example to
senseless.
set.
I'm
It's
not-
not
Oh, really?
senseless if we get rid of one of them.
That sounds exactly what senseless murder is.
See, I mean, I'm not
No.
a fan of horse racing, but I'm not going to kill all the horses.
I am
Good point.
Don't.
the way I see it, there's just too much chaos going on between these two gangs, and the city would be a better place if they were both gone.
All right, I understand
I
that.
agree with that.
Yeah.
So
Now, should we just go randomly killing all the gang members willy-nilly? It's
That
kind of a different
is-
story.
that is why I was trying to lure out Dabble to target him specifically, just because I felt like I had the best opening there. I had a setup.
mean-
Related
well-
to your offer to kill him.
Yeah,
But why? Like, what do you gain from killing him? What do we gain from killing him? I mean, I don't
Yes.
like him as much as the next guy, but like,
or to be fair,
Access
you don't really like a lot of people.
Xanathar, so we can get them off of our backs, handle the Zhentarim. And if it comes down to it, taking out the Xanathar after.
I mean, don't you think they would just come straight for us if we killed one of their members that are
That's a
like
good point.
that high up? When they just
It's almost
come
like-
just straight to us, we're not exactly hidden in this manner that we have.
I
It just
think
seems
it's
like
easier.
I've been kind of
I-
advertising the matter.
I had an offer to take aside, and I felt like that was an easier path to take.
I mean, how about we just help people settle their differences in a non-murdery way?
I don't think they're going to do that.
Whatever
Well-
we pardon me, gentlemen. Whatever we decide to do, I think we have a limited amount of time to do it. One of the things that we know about the Zentrum is that they do have a plan and they're executing it. One of the notes we have is expect change before winter, and before winter is now. It's autumn, and it will be winter soon enough.
I mean, yeah, but that's just a bad timeline. Before winter could have been last year.
Fair. They might be talking about next winter.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, I just want to remind everyone of the evil's twin hides its face for now a bit.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds more terrifying to me than the gangs.
Well, here's the thing.
Yes, and the Zentrum are the ones that are behind that specific one.
If Krandren picked a side, and we're on Krandren's side, then I think we need to go with Krandren.
I mean, I think that's
I think
Well-
even though maybe we would have voted differently as a group, he made the decision before he knew any of us. And I think
haven't
we need
picked
to
any.
support him.
Well, I appreciate that, but I haven't actually picked any side yet. I was only given an offer from the Xanathar. But if they're targeting us, then that offer is potentially null and void. So I would like us all to be on the same page. I'm tired of us kind of having different motivations going back and forth. I just wanted to clear the air.
Krandren, look at me. Look down here. What do you want? I want you to give your opinion, fully voiced, your blatant, very obviously biased opinion. What do you want?
I personally would like to establish order in this city, and I feel like the factions that are currently involved here are doing a pretty terrible job of maintaining order. If I could just tell a story quick. A lot of times when I was advising these nobles, when they were dealing with these attacks from goblins, orcs, and all of this, I would look at the maps and I would see there were so many more goblins and orcs and hobgoblins and bugbear clans that were all small and just constantly either fighting each other or dealing with the nobles causing chaos here and there. But the numbers and the way that they were arranged, if they had all just ganged together, they would have been able to completely overtake them. And then it would just be over. The way I see it, it's just, if there's too much chaos, I would like to bring it back to order. If I could get rid of one of the gangs, then possibly just work my way through and make things in order myself, because I don't trust anyone else.
Doesn't that worry you? The fact that you're willing to basically side with the Xanathar, you're basically allowing them to take over. What happens when they gain too much power? The guards aren't going to do anything. What happens then?
Then I handle the Xanathar.
You think we can handle the Xanathar by ourselves?
One at a time.
One at a time.
Plan.
So you think we need the Xanathar's help to take out the Xanthar, but then you think we can take out the Xanathar by ourselves.
It seems like it's mainly their leader that's the issue. All I've been hearing about is this erratic leader and paranoia. And just, to be honest, I find myself a little bit more sympathetic toward the Xanathar's plight. Just in general. A lot of people
I
like
understand.
myself that are thrown into a situation that they have no way out of. And the Lord's Alliance certainly will not help them.
Okay, where you're coming from. But also, you're not like them. Not to be... How do I say this? There are choices people make. You've made different choices to those of the Xanathar Guild. I understand that you sympathize with them, but what if they don't try to be good?
I don't see good, evil as the deciding factor here. It's all arbitrary. Everyone said that the Kragmaw were evil, but really, is it any different from what human clans did when they formed their kingdom? They banded together, they killed hundreds, they killed thousands. How is it any different from what the goblins did?
It's not. It was just as evil. But we don't want evil to keep repeating itself. That's why we have laws. That's why we have rules and structure.
Can I ask one thing, Krandren? How would you compare the Kragmaw to the Xanathar, or the Zhentarim?
Well, the leadership, I would say, is probably similar to the Xanathar. In the end, it seems like a lot of these goblin clans, their main problem comes from the top. If it's someone crazy or someone that isn't smart enough to see what's coming, just the Zhentarim, they remind me more of the Lord's Alliance. They are doing whatever it takes to take control and force things to be their way at the cost of everyone else.
And after those years in prison, do you feel like you did the right thing still?
I did nothing wrong. I was tricked by the Lord. I was tricked by the Lord's Alliance. We're running a little over, but if I could I could do some story time if you want, or we could save this time-wise.
Katarina,
Up to everybody.
bring some hot cocoa.
Yeah, I think it's fine to have
Oh,
to go a little over if people are fine with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
A little bit of story time then, if you don't mind.
Oh boy.
Saddle up, Torin.
Yeah, Torin's just gonna lean back on the bar with both of his arms behind him on it, just watching you.
This man's a talker. What are we men and women of action supposed to do, Torin?
I'm just here to beat people up.
Well,
Maybe it could be aimed in the right direction.
Feel like whoever I'm punching in the face, I'm always in the right direction.
Except for the cat you killed. Apparently it cursed you.
Yeah, I know, it cursed me, okay? Everybody knows it. You don't gotta keep bringing it up.
I mean, sorry?
do you still feel weird when
Anyway,
I'm next to you like
yeah.
this?
Yes.
Why
we
are
haven't
you
really
moving
dealt with
away?
Stuff.
Because he hasn't showered yet.
That is not true.
Well, I mean, I'm clean. Are you clean?
What is happening? I thought it was story time. I wanted to hear about Krandren and people being mean to him.
Oh, fine.
Is Lab anywhere nearby us?
Oh, yeah. Where's your best friend at?
Yeah. We're gonna share. Your best friend's gotta be there.
Oh,
Good morning, Slab.
Hello.
Nice of you to
Slab
join
heard
us.
his name.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we made you pancakes and hot cocoa. Come over here.
Would you like some?
Story
Krandren
time.
also really missed you.
we're going over a little bit of history.
I'm just gonna sip my hot chocolate and look through my notes and then probably read a book while Krandren's talking. I'm listening, I promise.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just going over my notes.
where to start? I grew
Okay.
up in the Kragmaw clan, and I've always been a strategist for them. I helped with making plans for war, for expansion, and really, it's from a young age. It's always just been tactics. Deal with the big threat at hand. Get everybody together and just approach it tactfully. And we had some progress initially. We were very successful against other orcs in the area. And one day, our leadership was approached by someone. He carried a glass staff. And he told us, basically, and that if we were to work with him to get the other goblin clans together to take them out, then he would be able to teach us his magic. And with that promise, I took it. We were successful. We were able to basically unite all of the goblin bugbears under one banner. And that was the moment that we were betrayed. We were tricked by the Lord's Alliance. The leadership was taken out all at once, and I was taken into custody. That's how I earned this. And points to the burn on his jaw. Because of my abilities, they spared me, but kept me in prison for the past 30 years, advising them on how to handle goblin attacks, moving from city to city. So, I have no love for the Lord's Alliance, and it doesn't really seem like I could trust them to bring order to this city, if this is going to be my new home. So the way I see it, I need to do it myself. Whether it's handling the Zentrim, allying with the Xanathar, taking them out after, it doesn't matter. I need control again. And that's where I am.
My only comment would be that maybe you should consider that the Lord's Alliance treated the Kragmaw the same way that you want to treat the other gangs of the city. So while the Lord's Alliance might have treated you very poorly, it's somewhat the necessary course of action to root out, well, those who wish to do evil.
Well, who decided what was evil in that point? We weren't doing anything different than what the founders of Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep or Neverwinter, what they did themselves.
I've certainly experienced prejudice in my life as well, but without sounding harsh, you were kind of hanging out with the stereotypical bad guys, you know?
And again, why is that stereotypical? They've done it so much more than us.
Yeah, I don't have a good
We're
answer.
the ones that are living in the forest.
But here's the overall thing is that if your goal is order within the city, it would probably be the Lord's Alliance who would be siding with you versus one of the criminal enterprises.
And the way I see it, the law is entirely meaningless here. If they're just bought out by other organizations and being puppeted, then they're worthless.
So what's your plan? Alright, say we join Xanathar, say we take out the Zentrim, then what? Then in case we might have to take out the Xanathar, and then what? Do you think crime will just end?
If they're given a different path, then maybe it could be different. Just
Who's given a different path?
the members of the Xanathar.
I mean, that still won't ensure order. If anything, you create a vacuum for other gangs to rise up. Then what?
Then I take it.
Then you take it? You take what?
I fill that vacuum. If no one else is... If I can't trust anybody else to do it, I'll do it myself.
Krandren, if we can trust you to do good, then you have my support.
It's kind of iffy right now. He doesn't seem to know what good and bad is yet.
Here's a thought. Why don't we're talking about extending our aid to one of the gangs. Neither of them are able to wrest control, but what if we truly and wholehearted... Now, let me preface this with, I think the guards are as goofy as the next person, but what if we extended our aid to the Lord's Alliance and helped them?
I don't see that as a good idea either.
I've been
Lord's
thinking
Alliance
about...
isn't really...
Sorry,
go on.
I've been thinking about Force Grey, though, as well.
Oh, yes. We do
Yeah,
have those.
that would be... Lord's Alliance is more the union of different kingdoms. They have their own agenda. Why don't we focus on one of the groups here who actually wants good for the city? Force Grey is definitely one of them.
Force Grey is a very good point. We could work with Vajra, the back stuff. I'll say the draconic word for a trinket, which is Braylock, and then just bloop, there's the Force Grey insignia. We could work with these fellows.
That sounds like a good idea.
This may be the best idea.
Granted, I'm not opposed to you starting up your own faction over the remains of whatever the Xanathar's faction is, and trying to gain control as well, but I just want you to know, don't lose your head over the power that you gain.
Krandren,
What are your plans if you do succeed in becoming the main controller? What are you gonna do that's different from them doing right now?
Are you still gonna steal and mug people?
No, certainly not. Unless it's the people that are taking advantage of the downtrodden. People
It's weird,
like me.
because you said no, and then you said yes.
You...
Insight check.
Is Krandren evil? Can I do an insight check? Are you just an evil person?
That is entirely... people have different perspectives, okay?
Sounds like you're evil.
No. I just want to do an insight check. I just want to know if I can figure out what your main goals are here.
I'm scanning Krandren's face for any weird looks, ear
Krandren.
twitches.
Straight up, just said that he wants control.
I mean, yeah.
You have a ginormous vendetta, and you're going to kill a lot of people.
Honestly, to me, it sounds like he was tortured by the Lord's Alliance, but then somehow wants to become the Lord's Alliance.
Torin, even if he had nefarious plans, he wouldn't tell you if you asked him straight up.
That's kind of the point. Don't just tell people your nefarious plans.
Are you gonna backstab us?
I
I will not backstab you, no.
Gur had a good idea. Let's work with the groups that are part of the city, by the city. Force Grey is an excellent idea. We've already met with Vajra. She seems like a nice person. Let's work with them. The Force Grey, they are an elite group. They seem to be able to accomplish quite a few things. If the stories that I've been reading are anything to be true, they're the ones responsible for the defeat of the statues, not any of the gods or the Lord's Alliance.
Oh yeah.
Let's work with Force Grey.
It was all. Wait, that's not this Blackstaff. It was a previous Blackstaff, but they're part of the same group.
Same organization, yes.
Let's work with Force Grey. I think. Sorry, Krandren, but I think this is what I want to do. This seems like a good idea.
It seems to be a good path. Yes, it's a.
Again, if we ever meet up with any Xanathars and you want to try and convince them to not be murderers or muggers or whatever it is that they are right now, feel free. I'm all up for the idea of not people and having them change their ways instead.
We've buffeted their attempts to harm us so far. We could feign a sort of, if you can't beat us, we will join you sort of thing.
What?
I think
Which
I think that's the saying.
Befetted.
I don't think that's right.
I think that's the correct saying.
I'm pretty sure if they can't beat us, they join us.
Oh, well, they're allowed to join us, sure.
Do we want them to join us, though? I mean,
think-
we gotta be a bit exclusive.
Jokes aside, let's work with Force Grey and Krandren, just to buff up what Gareth said. If Xanathar comes to us, we'll tell them to buzz off.
Well, no, that's not what I said.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
the way I see it, there's always going to be some sort of operation from the shadows in order to keep things intact, to keep order. Because it seems like the law doesn't do a very good job at it, and who's ever in charge dictates the law, and it results in people like me being held in prison for 30 years for being born where I was.
I think if we...
Wait. What did you said you were a part of Kragmaw.
Yes,
What did you guys do?
I was a strategist. We were expanding our territory, mainly fighting the orcs, and eventually we were convinced by
Think last
his name was Yarno. He convinced us to basically basically fight each other and just establish some form of control. Under the guise of it would bring order to the territory. It was just one clan. And then we were backstabbed, and I'm not sure what he did with the Kragmaw after that. But from what Slab has told us, it sounds like they were just petty thugs.
Kind of look at Slab.
Slab.
What Slab's doing.
Yeah, what's Slab doing over there?
Slab's been eating and furrowing his brow even more than ever.
Probably
And,
going way over his head a little
yeah,
bit.
Careful,
Hearing
Slab. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh, Slab just thinking. Kragmaw, Slab killed many people. Many people. Like,
Everyone's gonna look over at Krandren.
but Slab tired of killing people.
Who all did you kill? Other than orcs, obviously, but did you kill anybody else?
Me, personally, no.
Did you command people to kill people?
My main focus was expanding the territory of the Kragmaw, fighting...
That's not answering the question, Krandren.
I am answering the question. We were
It's a very
fighting
roundabout way.
orcs and goblins in the area.
Well, Slab, what do you want to do now that you don't want to kill people?
Slab hearing all these names. The Xanathar, Dent, Rim. Slab think he wants to fight for himself, if no one else. Slab tired of fighting for other people.
Slab, that's a very noble pursuit.
I like Slab.
Let me tell
Slab
you.
figured out.
Let me tell you, Slab,
Krandren.
fighting for yourself is something pretty great.
Krandren, maybe you should take notes on Slab.
I think you misunderstand. I am fighting for myself.
No, you're not.
Slab's a pretty wise guy.
You're fighting for control. He's not fighting for control, he's fighting for freedom. You see the difference?
How do we ensure his freedom unless there's control?
That makes no sense.
To avoid
What?
sheer chaos, someone needs to maintain that order.
I don't think that's true. Grumbo is basically pure chaos himself.
Yes,
And
it's
most people are fine.
Most people, except for that one time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
except
don't
for the
talk about
people
that
that he kills.
until he explodes.
We don't talk about those times. Besides, that's why we have friends. For the moment where the chaos explodes, we have people around us to help. That's the best we can do. You can't control anything.
Well, I would at least. It would be in the best interest of everyone if it was at least steered in the right direction.
It will be steered in the correct direction. And I'll pat my slightly oversized rapier.
Now it just sounds like we're doing more murders, and I feel like I've lost the point of everything.
No, Gur, I'm on your side.
Do you want Waterdeep to be a better place or not?
I just like touching this thing.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
I want this place to be a better place, but I want it to be a free place.
And I think people deserve to be free from getting
Under. Yeah, you want people to be free, but under control, and that's a contradiction.
Well, I think this has been a rousing conversation. I'm going to go see what Force Grey is going to do about.
Oh, I mean, we should probably
about
do
many
the
things.
whole
Are we
Dunk
late
Sweeper
for
thing.
work?
Yeah, we're late for work now. Been eating way too many pancakes.
Knowing that we are being targeted, I'm still going to keep up the disguise as an elf, hoping to attract this third party. Either way, it seems like the better thing to do to get rid of the murderer.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Let us.
It's
Let's do
senseless
that.
violence.
Let us
Violence
prevent
without
more.
any, there's no reason for it.
Yes.
I mean, we don't know that yet, actually. The killer's been killing specific people. I just don't think we know what the specifics are yet.
Let us prevent more elves from being murdered. And
And see.
I think let's go to work.
Yeah, sure.
This has been a rousing conversation, but I'm getting a little restless. Let's depart.
Cool.
Hey.
And you guys head off, and I guess we'll pick up next session.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
lots of roleplay.
Yahoo!
Oh yeah.
We
Nothing
played the
from
game.
the book. Nothing from the book at all. I will tell you, but